Welcome to the Phillies Weekly Minor League Report.
Hi everybody, this is Sam Jelny with your Iron Pigs update. Another week, another series win for the Pigs. They've won 4 consecutive games after a series opening loss to Buffalo and are now 2 games above 500 for the first time this season at 46-44, and they're also 12-5 in the second half, just a game back of Rochester for the top spot in the International League. Despite a series opening loss 7-5 on Tuesday, the Pigs bullpen fired 6 2/3 scoreless frames that day, with Jonah Dipoto doing the bulk of it with 2 2/3. A bounce-back win followed though on Wednesday, a 12-5 victory that saw Scott Kingery hit a grand slam and drive in 5s. The Pigs, with a 7-run second, managed to come back from an early deficit. On Thursday, the Pigs rallied again, this time from 4-0 down early for an 8-6 win. Buddy Kennedy went 4 for 4, Derek Hall drove in 3 runs, and Kingery homered again. On Friday, David Parkinson allowed just 1 run in 6 innings for the win, as Tyler Gilbert converted his second save in as many nights. In his return to the Pigs lineup that day, Cody Clemens drove in 2 runs. For their 4th straight win on Saturday, David Buchanan matched Parkinson with 1 run in 6 innings, striking out a season-high 7. Cal Stevenson homered and Jim Haley drove in 4 with 2 doubles. Items of note from the week: Weston Wilson earned a call-up Friday night to the Phillies, joining Tyler Phillips, who got his first Major League win on Saturday, as former Pigs make an impact this week for the Phillies. Carlos De La Cruz made his Pigs debut on call-up from Reading and has been right at home, driving in 5 runs in his first 4 games. Buddy Kennedy has now reached base in every game he's played as a Pig, 27 straight. Cal Stevenson has multiple hits in 6 consecutive games, as well as a 7-game hitting streak, and Jim Haley is 12 for his last 25 as well. The Pigs will try to go into the All-Star break on a 5-game winning streak, with Colby Allard on the mound Sunday afternoon at 1:05 against Buffalo. This has been Sam Jelinek with your Iron Pigs update.
I'm Jake Starr with this week's Reading Fightin Phils update. It was a rough start to the week for the R-Phils as they dropped 4 straight games to start the series against the Akron RubberDucks. Reading snapped the losing streak on Saturday night with a 1-0 victory over Akron. Lachlan Wells gave Reading an excellent start when they needed it most. Wells, the Aussie southpaw, went 7 shutout innings, allowing just 3 hits and striking out 3 as well. He used tons of soft contact en route to his 5th win of the season. Wells has been excellent in July, posting a 2 ERA over 3 starts. Wells was signed by the Phillies in January after an excellent season pitching for Adelaide in the Australian Baseball League. He's formed a steady presence atop the Reading rotation after not playing affiliated baseball in 5 years. The Fightin Phils' lone run on Saturday came thanks to a solo home run from Carson Taylor. It was his team-leading 11th home run of the season and also his team-best 58-run driven in. Taylor's had a strong week at the plate for Reading, hitting .417 this week with a 1.283 OPS. Reading will look to salvage a second win in the series today at 5:15 as Matt Osterberg gets the ball for the Fightin Phils. Following the All-Star break, Reading will head to Portland for a 3-game series with the Sea Dogs, then stay on the road for 6 games at the New Hampshire Fisher Cats before returning home against the Hartford Yard Goats on July 30th. With the Reading Fightin Phils update, I'm Jake Starr.
With your Jersey Shore Blue Claws report, I'm Greg Jamborisi. The big story this week was the futures game with the last 2 first-round picks of the Phillies and 2024 Blue Claws, Aiden Miller and Justin Crawford, both participating. Crawford officially promoted to Double-A Reading on Friday, finishes his season with Jersey Shore at .301, 6 homers, 27 steals, while leading the league in hits. Blue Claws have won 4 of the first 5 against Hudson Valley this week. They're 7-2 in their last 9 games overall. On the pitching side, Aberson Castellano struck out 10 over 6 innings on Saturday, allowed just 1 runner in the win. Casey Stewart on Thursday gave up 1 run over 6 innings, struck out 5. Mitch Noonborn was excellent on Wednesday, 1 run in 5 innings, struck out 5. And on Tuesday, Braden Fosnot, his longest outing of the season, 2 runs in 6 2/3 innings. At the plate, the Blue Claws hit 4 home runs, 1 each by Amarian Boyd, Henry Mendez, Justin Crawford, and Leandro Pineda last Saturday after our last report. Troy Schreffler went deep last night for his 4th home run of the season. Mendez has been playing his best baseball of the year. He enters today on a 10-game hitting streak over which he's 16 for 37. Keaton Anthony had a 9-game hitting streak snapped on Friday, but on Thursday had the game-winning RBI single in the bottom of the 8th inning. Zach Arnold 5 for 13 this week, 12 for 35 so far in July. With the Jersey Shore Blue Claws report, I'm Greg Jamborisi.
With rain delaying the first two games of the Threshers series against the Palm Beach Cardinals, the Threshers have bounced back in a big way since the series started, staying at full 9-inning contest. On Thursday, the Threshers got their first win after Diego Gonzalez hit 4 RBIs in a loss during the doubleheader. He hit his first home run as a Thresher, a 3-run home run, and then capped off his first 4 RBI game of the series with a game-tying single in the 6th. Then on Saturday, the Threshers had a 5-run first inning in large part because of Diego Gonzalez. He hit a grand slam for his second homer of the week and 8th RBI of the series to help the Threshers to a 6-2 victory. Braden Tucker finished off Saturday's game with 6 no-hit innings out of the bullpen, tying career highs with 6 innings pitched and 6 strikeouts in a relief appearance. Tucker was excellent for the Threshers, following up a solid rehab start by Jordan Fowler.
The Florida Complex League Phillies went 2-3 during the week. Catcher Eduardo Tayit had another big week, going 7 for 18 with a home run and 6 RBI. He's raised his season batting average to .311 and has a .372 on-base percentage. Shortstop Sterling Cabo was on base 8 times in 17 plate appearances and stole his 35th base of the season in just 46 games played. His season on base percentage is up to .441. Juan Arante pitched 5 2/3 innings on Monday, setting a career high with 10 strikeouts. The 20-year-old lefty has arguably been the best pitcher on the FCL Phillies staff this season. Christian McGowan pitched 2 scoreless innings on Friday in his second FCL rehab appearance, and Alex Garbrick made his first rehab appearance Friday, striking out 2 in a scoreless and hitless frame. Orlando Gonzalez pitched 6 innings on Saturday, allowing just 1 run on 3 hits. In the Dominican Summer League, both Phillies Red and Phillies White went 2-2 for the week. For Team Red, outfielder Sterling Rodriguez was 5 for 8 and also walked 4 times. Outfielder Samuel Estevez was 4 for 10 and also drew 5 walks. Team White's Fermin Vargas threw 6 scoreless innings on Thursday, allowing just 2 hits and no walks and 5 strikeouts. His teammate Jeffrey Germán pitched 6 scoreless frames on Monday, allowing 2 hits and a walk while striking out 7 batters. Thank you to Steve Potter for this week's update on the FCL and DSL Phillies.
Thank you for listening to the Phillies Weekly Minor League Report.
Stand up, hands up. City of brotherly love. Stand up, hands up.
Wilson hits it in the air, out towards right. Oh, watch it fly, and it's a walk-off, game-winning home run for Ethan Wilson.
This one driven into left center field, turn, say goodbye. Carlos De La Cruz clears the scoreboard in left center field. Home run number 21 in the fight, jump out on top.
You're listening to Reading Fightin' Phils Baseball on the R-Phils Radio Network.
Swing and a miss and back-to-back strikeouts as Sanchez cannot catch up to the 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Abel.
Swing and a miss, he struck him out. 10 strikeouts tonight for Griff McGarry.
Now, out to the ballpark with your broadcasters, Jake Starr and Bob McCool.
Well, very good afternoon and welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium. It's Game 6 of a 6-game series between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Akron RubberDucks. My name is Jake Starr, joined alongside, as always, by my broadcast partner, Bob McCool, and we appreciate you joining us on this Sunday afternoon in the final game before the All-Star break here from Baseball Town. Fightin' Phils are on the field, led by Matt Osterberg. And here is the Akron lineup that he will go against on this Sunday evening. CJ Kafis leads off to DH, Petey Halpin second in center, Lex Free Planes bats third place right, Aaron Bracho cleans up at first, Joe Lampe bats 5th, plays left. Cody Huff is 6th, the catcher. Alonso Latino bats 7th, he'll play short. Yordis Valdez is 8th at 2nd. Gabriel Rodriguez bats 9th, he'll play 3rd. And the man on the mound for the Fightin' Phils for the 2nd time this week, it's the lefty, Matt Osterberg.
Osterberg making his 16th start of the season. He's 2-6. That 6th loss coming in that Tuesday first game of the series. A 6.32 earned run average. 72 2/3 innings. Matt Osterberg's given up 109 hits. That is an incredible number of hits against. He struck out 60. He's only walked 19. And as Jake said, he did start Tuesday's game. It didn't go well. It didn't start well. And you knew something wasn't right with Matt Osterberg when he missed on his first 7 pitches. And ultimately only lasted 2 2/3 innings. He gave up 8 hits, 7 earned runs, 3 walks, and a strikeout.
Caleb Ricketts catches. Carson Taylor at first. Robert Moore second. Trevor Schweck is short. Otto Kemp is at third. Ethan Wilson in right. Cade Ferguson center. Baron Ratcliffe in left. And if you're thinking to yourself, boy, that sounds familiar. Yeah, it's the same defensive alignment as yesterday.
Right, a hot hand, Jake. They won one.
Is it the same lineup? Well, stay tuned to the bottom of the first to find out. CJ Kafis in. Matt Osterberg fires the first pitch home outside for a ball. First pitch delivered home right on time at 5:15. 84 degrees and sunny is our weather, presented by All Temp Enterprises. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Osterberg. It's swung on and grounded foul into the Phil's dugout. 1-1. Looks like everyone's okay down there. Brian DeBrouwer has balls and strikes. Garrett Griffin's at third. Charlie Welling, our acting crew chief this week on this 3-man Eastern League cruise at first. The 1-1. Swung on, lifted in the air, out towards right. Not deep. Wilson started back. Couple of steps in, makes the catch. Out number 1 for Petey Halpin. As Bob said, Osterberg took the loss on Tuesday against Akron. It was 8 runs on 8 hits over just 2 2/3 innings pitch, which ultimately ended up being a 19-3 loss for the Fightin' Phils. Would set the tone for the series, but Reading, after dropping the first 4, was victorious last night. First pitch to Halpin is a bit down. It's 1-0 from Osterberg. It was a 1-0 triumph last night for Reading, led by 7 shutout innings from Lachlan Wells. Boy, has he been good. 1-0, swing and a miss. It's 1-1, a changeup that kind of buckled the lefty Halpin in tight.
Well, we've said it about all 3 of the main starters for the Phils, in Robinson Pena, Lachlan Wells, and Matt Osterberg, that there are strike throwers, but it was really odd for Osterberg to start that game on Tuesday throwing 4 straight pitches out of the strike zone.
Next pitch is a bit low to Halpin. It's 2-1.
To put the first batter on board, which was CJ Kafis, and then 3 straight to Halpin, the 2-hole hitter. So you knew something wasn't right when Matt Osterberg misfired on 7 straight to start the ballgame.
2-1. That is at the belt for a called strike. 2-2 to Petey Halpin. Fightin' Phils in their Reading Hot Dog tribute uniforms. White pants. The cap is white on the front, red is the brim, blue around the sides, and there is a hot dog, think of like a hot dog emoji, pasted on the front. 2-2, bit low, 3-2. And the shirts are red, yellow sleeves. The writing on the front says Reading Hot Dogs in yellow. There's a number on the front in yellow. On the back, the number is yellow. And along with those yellow sleeves signify ketchup and mustard. But where's the green for relish? 3-2. In sight to Halpin, the lefty. He'll take it, ball 4. And that's a walk issued by Matt Osterberg, his first. Brings Alex Planez to the plate. Man on first, 1 gone in the first.
They are, however, much more discernible numbers than the Looney Tunes jerseys from last night.
Well, fortunately, Bob, we know the Fightin' Phils, and we're not calling football or basketball.
This is true.
Where you need to identify numbers quickly.
That is 100% accurate.
So Planez digs in right side. First pitch from Osterberg, misses inside. It's 1-0. Osterberg, a lefty, 6'2", 200 pounds. He's a native of Coleman, Wisconsin. Played his college baseball at St. Cloud State. Works in the stretch, fires the 1-0. It is taken on outside for a ball. It's 2-0. Was a 15th round pick in 2021 out of St. Cloud State. Here's the 2-0. Gets the knees for a called strike, 2-1. Lexry Planez is a 238 hitter. Does have 11 home runs, 38 RBI on the season. Fightin' Phils infield looks to turn 2 against him. Runner takes off. Pitch is swung on, grounded towards third. Kemp fields it on a room service hop, but his only play is to first as Halpin was stealing second, so he gets there, and it's 5-3 goes to put out. 2 outs for Aaron Bracho.
And putting the runner in motion saves a double play on the big hop to Otto Kemp. If Halpin's not in motion on that pitch, Phil's get a double play and are out of the inning. Or positioned to get a double play, and one could never assume, but was certainly a tailor-made big hop to Otto Kemp.
So it's Aaron Bracho who digs in from the left side. Osterberg checks back at the runner. First pitch home is swung on towards first, right to Carson Taylor in the air. He makes the catch on a line drive, and that will end the first inning. No runs in the inning for the RubberDucks. There were no hits, no errors. One man left the board for Akron. We will go to the home half of the first. Akron nothing. Reading coming to bat.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job, everything for us from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phillies. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 9 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phillies.
Bottom half of the first inning. Here is the Fightin Phillies starting lineup presented by Golden Oaks Landscaping. Kate Fergus leads off in center. Robert Moore bats second, place second. Caleb Ricketts third, the catcher. Otto Kemp fourth at third. Carson Taylor is fifth at first. Josh Rose sixth at DH. Darren Ratcliffe seventh, plays left. Trevor Struckey eighth at short. Ethan Wilson ninth, plays right. And yes, it's the exact same lineup as yesterday. And on the mound for the RubberDucks, it is Tommy Mace.
6'6", 230-pound 25-year-old right-hander who's making his 17th start, 7-3 with a 3.59 earned run average.
First pitch to Fergus. He'll take it in tight. It's 1-0.
In 92 2/3 innings, Tommy Mace has given up 84 hits, 69 strikeouts, 27 walks, and he picked up the win in Tuesday's first game of this series.
1-0. Fergus takes it. It's a strike. It's 1-1.
He was really good in that opening game. He pitched 6 innings, gave up just 2 hits and an earned run. He struck out 4. He walked just 1.
Mace fires home. Fergus swinging a miss, 1-2. Out in front of a slider. Mace will throw that slider. Also fastball, curveball, and changeup included in the arsenal for him. He's a 25-year-old from Tampa, Florida. Went a bit north and played his college ball in Gainesville at the University of Florida, the former Gator. I wonder how a Gator and a Duck would fare in a fight.
I don't think well for the Duck.
Well, the current Duck fires the 1-2, and it's swung on and missed by Fergus. He's down on strikes. That's out number 1. That'll bring the other SEC native to the plate and a Razorback, Robert Moore. Robert Moore played his college ball collegiately at Arkansas, of course. Was a draft pick by the Brewers in 2022. I'll dig in from the left side. First pitch to the switch hitter. Swings, line drive, hard hit, foul into the Fightin Phillies bullpen, where a few guys had their heads turned, and fortunately everyone is okay. And that could have been scary, but
yeah, pay attention, boys.
Fortunately, it's not. Here's the 0-1. Moore will take it for a strike. It's 0-2. Ironically, Moore was a pick in the competitive balance B round in 22. Mace was picked in the competitive balance B round in 21. Not much of a correlation there other than the fact it's the same round. 0-2, Moore takes down. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moore's a .230 hitter. Does have 7 home runs, 31 RBI. He's 4 for 18 this week. Did homer a couple of nights ago. 1 ball, 2 strike count to the lefty. Here's the pitch. He swings, ground ball, leaks towards the middle, and it's through for a base hit. Hits a one-out single for Robert Moore, and that'll bring Caleb Ricketts to the plate for the Fightin' Phils.
Let's see how Alpadrique plays this early on. I got to think he's going to start trying to get some men in motion. We tried to saw some of that earlier in this series, and unfortunately, Phils, although they were able to get guys in motion, Cade Fergus and Robert Moore, they weren't able to take advantage of it with some of the guys at that point in time in the heart of the order. But to Jake's point at the beginning of this game about the lineup, I think Alpadrique thought, you know what, we got to win last night. Why shuffle the deck? Let's see if they can run it back.
Well, they'll throw over, thinking similar to us, and Moore will dive back in. Robert Moore's got 14 stolen bases this year across 22 attempts. Is the team leader in that category. Bracho at first holds him on. Bracho wears the bright neon orange cleats to Moore's bright blue cleats. Long set for Mace. He throws over again. So now that's 2. So Mace cannot throw over again, and if he does, he must pick off Moore. With that in mind, really would not surprise me now to see if Robert Moore takes off. Still an 0 count to Caleb Ricketts. One out in the frame. Mace is set at the belt. Fires home, and it's outside for a ball 1-0. Moore stayed put. Ricketts at 256. He's 3 for 13 this week. Did have a home run the other night. As Moore increases his lead to the edge of the cutout. Here's the pitch. Ricketts takes 2-0. Moore once again stays put. Huff behind the plate has been good in the running game. He's thrown out 32% of would-be base stealers this year. So I'm sure that probably also factors into if and when Reading takes off. 2-0 the count to Ricketts. Mace, the tall righty, set, fires home. That's down the chute for a called strike. It's 2-1. Infield, set to turn 2. Shortstop Tolentino is shaded about 2 steps to the left of the bag. Second baseman Valdez straight up at second. Here's the pitch. It is a delayed steal for Moore. Pitch is a strike. Throw is very late. So it is a stolen base for Robert Moore. Number 15 of the year. As we said, it was a strike. So it's 2-2 to Caleb Ricketts, but now he has a man in scoring position.
Phil's used that delayed steal pretty much. Carlos De La Cruz had done it several times and seen Robert Moore do it as well.
Took the words right out of my mouth, or at least the thought right out of my head. I don't know if I was going to say it, but I was thinking it. 2-2 the count to Ricketts. He's at 24 RBI. Next pitch, that's down, 3-2. Ricketts a 283 hitter this year with runners in scoring position.
But this is Alpadrique baseball. Get a guy on, move him up, put him in position for your middle of your order to get him home. I wouldn't be surprised to see Robert Moore if he has an inkling to take off for third.
I guess technically you still can't throw over because he had his 2 disengagements per the at-bat. 3-2, Mace checks the runner, fires home. Ricketts swings and pops it up. Shallow center. Couple of steps out goes the shortstop Tolentino and makes the catch. That's out number 2 for Otto Kemp. But to your point, Bob, Reading last year and this year, they've ranked towards the bottom of the league in stolen bases. And that's not because Alpadrique doesn't want to. It's something I actually talked about last year. I said, do you want to steal more? And he goes, I would love to steal more. I just need the opportunities. And a lot of times when you're trailing in games, base runners are so valuable that you don't want to steal and take that away. So 2 outs for Otto Kemp. Mace is set at the belt. Fires the first pitch, and Kemp swings and whiffs. It's 0-1. Out in front of an 85-mile-per-hour slider. Kemp a 264 hitter, 333 with runners in scoring position, up to 423 with 2 outs. Here's the 0-1. Kemp will take it a bit up. Letter high, 1-1 to the righty. Otto Kemp, the 24-year-old, who turned 25 on September the 9th this year. He's driven in 18 in his Reading tenure so far. This is his 27th game with the Fightin' Phils. Here's the 1-1. Kemp swings, hits it into the air down the left field line well. Lampy goes back, he turns, and the Fightin' Phils are on the board first. It's 2-0. Just stayed inside the left field foul ball. A 2-run shot for Otto Kemp. 7th of the year, and the Fightins get the start they want.
Well, it was only a matter of whether it was fair or foul, as it was hooking down that third base line, and All that mattered was the home plate umpire, Brian DeBrouwer, pointed in the fair direction and to give the Phils the jump they're looking for.
369 feet, 101 off the bat from Otto Kemp. And it was so big that Matt Osterberg had that clean first. And then now you get those runs to support Osterberg. I'm sure the pitcher's sitting in the dugout feeling really good right now. So here is Carson Taylor. First pitch to him, he takes. It's down for a ball, 1-0. 1-0. Taylor takes 2 balls, no strikes. Pitches outside. Otto Kemp, man, 7 home runs in 27 games. He was here the whole first half. He'd probably be close to 15, 16 right now, if not more. Here's the pitch to Taylor, swings in a line drive, right field. It's in for a base hit. Juanes gets to it, and yeah, Taylor is having a heck of a week. Third hit of the inning.
Well, it's really the last 3 games. I mean, he was scuffling for hits. I remember you going back, and you were talking about the batting average dipped under 290, and he was in a slump. Then it got under 280. It was 278, 279 at one point this series. And the last 3 games, I mean, everything he has hit hard.
90 off the bat. So 2 outs, man on first. Here is Josh Bro. He's someone who has some pop. Tommy Mason's been good this year, so to get to him early after, especially he shut you down on Tuesday night, has to feel good. Here's the first pitch, and Bro will take it for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls. Here's the pitch. That is down and away for a ball. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Josh Bro. Bro bats to the right side. 3 home runs already in a Reading uniform. This game number 8 that he is playing in for the Fightin' Phils. 1-1. He swings and misses 1 and 2. Carson Taylor gets his lead off first. Bob said he's been red hot. Entering today, he was hitting .417 this week with a 1.283 OPS. Gets his lead, pitch to Bro. That's up 2-2. It's been a long first inning for Mace, too. He's up to 23. And look, I don't want to put the human element in, obviously, but I feel like it's appropriate on a day like today. Akron, you're already down early 2-0. It's still a ball game, of course. Here's the 2-2. Bro swings and misses, so I will pause that thought, carry it over to the next inning as Bro goes down on strikes. So Mace bookends the inning with strikeouts. But between that, 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors, and 1 is left on base. We have played 1 full from Baseball Town. On to the second. Reading leads 2-0.
The Seidel Auto Group deck is a great spot for all fans with a summer picnic life and great tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you might even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in the home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $34 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care, how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information.
International Fireworks is the official sponsor of the R-Phils fireworks shows during the 2024 season. Head to their store at 242 Sycamore Road in Douglasville. Top of the second inning, 2-0. Fightin' Phils on top of the RubberDucks. It'll be 5-6-7-2 up for Akron, and manager Greg DeCenzo. Joe Lampe leads off against Matt Osterberg. He's back out for inning number 2 of work. First pitch home is a curveball for a strike. It's 0-1. So Osterberg's got a 2-0 lead for him. After a tough outing on Tuesday, he's looking to bounce back. Here's the 0-1, swung on ground ball. Right back to the box, snared by Osterberg. Drops it, has time to pick it back up. Underhand toss, and still beats Lampy by a couple of steps. 1-3 goes to put out for Cody Huff.
Yeah, it's a couple good things. Got to feel good for Osterberg in the sense of getting that solid first inning under his belt after the struggles he had on Tuesday. And then you flip that around, and the team comes back and puts up a 2-spot for you, and now you have a lead. So things have certainly flipped themselves around in the script, but it's early, and this team can hit in Akron.
First pitch to Huff is down for a ball, 1-0. A shutout inning's huge here, and to the point I was making before we went to the break, Reading's up 2-0. Pouring it on can be so big over these next couple of innings. 1-0 is at the knees for a strike 1-1, because if you can get a 4-5 on the Akron, like Bob, we talked about, Akron, they've come in, they took care of business. They won a series. That's the goal each week, is to win a series, and that's what Akron did, winning the first 4. 1-1 is up for a ball, 2-1.
And they've been on a road trip. I mean, they were again, everybody goes back a week. You were back to that 3-3 split series, and their split series was with Erie. They came from Erie. They played 3 in Erie and then 6 here.
2-1s in tight, 3-1. So, yeah, 3 in Erie. They didn't go back home. Saturday night, they got in here Sunday, 5 a.m.
Right.
Had Sunday off Monday. They worked out a little bit here. We've been on the road for a long time. Oh, by the way, it's the All-Star break.
Right.
Here's the 3-1. Swung on, lifted in the air, shallow right field. Moore goes out. Wilson comes in. And the right footer, Wilson, will make the catch. That's out number 2. Milan Tolentino up. But if you're Akron, you get down by 4 or 5. I know you don't want to always factor in the human element, but you start thinking, there's a 7-hour bus ride ahead of us. It's the All-Star break. You don't want to be getting home too late. Like, these are real things and real thoughts that people have. I'm not saying that they're having it, but I'm just saying if you're Reading on the flip side, being the home team.
Yeah, just got to pour it on.
If you can pour a few more on here, you can really kind of put this game in a spot you want. First pitch to Tolentino, ground ball towards the middle. Diving is Schwecke. It's underneath his glove and sneaks in the center field, a base hit. So,
in addition to
first hit of the day for Akron. That'll bring Gordy's Valdez to the plate.
With the 60-plus hits that Akron now has in this series, as Tolentino gets himself another hit. They're at 63. And that's thanks in large part to what the Phil's pitching staff did last night to hold them to just 4. So that's 64 hits. They've all raised their batting averages considerably in this series as well. They have, without a doubt, had a mission accomplished out of what they've done today, and they got themselves in first place in the Southwest Division.
And before the first pitch to Valdez, Osterberg will throw over and check on Tolentino, who is a threat to run. He's got 8 stolen bases this year in 11 attempts. Here's the pitch home, and it's down for a ball. It's 1-0.
If you look up and down this lineup that Greg DeCenzo has run out there tonight, almost everybody's got 4, 5, 6, 7 hits over the course of this series.
Osterberg ready. The 1-0. Way outside, 2-0. That is a 250 hitter on the season. Just 1 home run, does have 24 RBI. Pretty even stance in the right-handed batter's box. Moore at second, shaded by the bag. Taylor holds the runner at first. Left side is straight up. Here's the pitch. At the knees for a called strike, 2-1. Outfield shaded slightly to the pool side. Ratcliffe a bit towards the line of left. Ferguson center shaded towards the gap. Wilson pretty straight up, so a pretty wide gap in right center field for Valdez. Here's the 2-1. It's swung on and lifted foul behind home plate. It's 2-2. So 2-2, 2 outs. Osterberg looking to escape the inning here. Pitch count at 25, and he'll throw over towards first. And back in standing up is Tolentino. The pitch swung on, lofted foul behind home plate, and goes foul. Stays 2-2. Osterberg looking for a clean second. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Fightin's up by 2. Tolentino gets the lead. Here's the pitch, and time is called. It's a pitch clock violation on Matt Osterberg, so that'll move the count to full.
Osterberg just staring in disbelief.
So now it's 3-2, 2 outs, meaning Tolentino will be off on the pitch to Valdez. There he goes. Here's the pitch. Swing and foul straight down. It stays 3-2. Been a good at-bat for Valdez. Next pitch will be number 7 to him. (3-2). Swung on, ground ball through the hole on the right side. It's a base hit. Tolentino turns around second towards third. Wilson, it got by him for a second, but fortunately not too far from him. So Tolentino is already off to third. Valdez at first of a single, so there won't be an error. And it's man on the corner, still 2 outs for the 9-man, Gabriel Rodriguez.
That's just good hitting by Valdez. 3-2 count, and Osterberg threw him a strike on the outer part of the plate, and he didn't try to do anything with it other than just roll it right into right field. And as Jake said, the bobble by Wilson had no bearing on it. Tolentino was headed to third base without a problem, regardless of what Ethan Wilson did. So still runners at the corners and still a spot for Osterberg to get out of here.
So Rodriguez digs in, man on the corners. Osterberg looking for that shutdown inning. First pitch is a bit up, it's 1-0. Rodriguez is a 136 hitter. Pretty limited action in Double-A. This game number 80 is 3 for 22. 1-0 home. Swung on, ground ball third. Kemp waits back on it. We'll go the short way to second, and it's in time. And that will retire the side in the second. 5-4 goes to fielder's choice. No runs and 2 hits. There were no errors, and ultimately 2 are left on base. We will go to the bottom of the second. Reading 2, Akron 0.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Bottom half of the second is brought to you by Cornwall Manor, an active senior not-for-profit living community in scenic Cornwall, PA, outside of Lebanon. 2-0 Reading leads in this home half of the second. Bottom third, and manager Al Patrique's lineup 2 up. It'll be Baron Ratcliffe who will lead things off. 7-8-9 set up for the Fightin' Phils. Tommy Mace back out. His first pitch to Ratcliffe is taken inside for a ball. It's 1-0 to Barron. Fightin's got 2 in the first. Osterberg a couple of zeros so far. The 1-0. In tight, 2-0 to Ratcliffe. 25-year-old Ratcliffe is 5th round pick by the Phillies in 2020. Played his college ball at Georgia Tech. His dad Vic was a pretty accomplished athlete as well. Played professional baseball. 2-0. Ratcliffe will take it at the belt. It's 2-1 for a strike.
So too was Mom. Mom was a great basketball player at Ohio State.
Here's the 2-1. Ratcliffe swings. Ground ball rolled towards second. Valdez awaits back on it. Throws the first in time. That is out number 1. That'll bring Trevor Schwecke to the plate.
Shortstop number 7, Trevor Schwecke.
Schwecke, a 230 hitter. It's bounced back and forth between here and Lehigh Valley this year. Most of the time here. This is Schwecke's 56th game with the Fightin' Phils. Spent a couple of weeks up in Lehigh Valley. First pitch to him is down for a ball, 1-0. Just thinking, the Phillies are really fortunate, but also I think did a good job because this is probably also done by themselves. of having their affiliates really good locations. 1-0, Schwecke takes 2-0. Of course, you have the complex in Clearwater, but it's set up where if you're on the complex league, you go to Clearwater. Now it's a pretty short trip because it's the same complex. Here's the pitch, and it is down for a ball, 2-0. Then you go to Jersey Shore, but once you get to High A, you're in Jersey Shore, get called up to Reading, 2-hour trip to Reading, called up to Lehigh Valley, hour trip to Allentown, called up to Philly, hour trip to Philly. Everything's pretty centrally located. 3-0 is there for a strike, 3-1.
Yeah, it's something that a lot of teams in baseball started to do in the last probably 10 years or so, and just kind of putting affiliates in more closer proximity because of that. It's just smart business sense. You don't want to have to be sending people all over the country. There's still some teams that don't do that.
There are some outliers.
Yeah. I think the Colorado Rockies might have some of the, or have the worst connection.
3-1, Schwecke swings, hits it in the air, out towards right. Not too deep. Planes goes back and makes the catch. A couple of steps in front of the track. Two gone for Ethan Wilson.
Actually, I'm thinking it's Toronto because you got the New Hampshire for the AA, and then AAA is, the single A is Vancouver.
So, yeah, so for New Hampshire, well, for Toronto, I guess, you're going Dunedin for single A.
Right.
Vancouver, as far west and as far north as you can get in professional baseball.
Right.
Then you're going all the way to New Hampshire for AA. And then Buffalo, which isn't terribly far. Here's the pitch. Wilson swings, ground ball towards the middle. Couple of steps to his left. Tolentino, the shortstop, who hadn't played that way, fields and throws the first in time, and that'll retire the side. In the second, no runs for Reading. They had no hits. There were no errors, and nobody is left on base. We have played 2. On to the third, Akron trails Reading 2-0.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Top of the third inning. Want to thank our good friends at Pepsi for presenting the 2024 season here in Baseball Town. Go Fightin' Phils and drink more Pepsi. So top of the third inning, 2-0 Reading lead. CJ Gafis digs in. The first pitch to him is swung on and grounded foul. It's 0-1. Matt Osterberg back out for inning number 3 of work. I know we've talked about his last start a bit. Struggled against Akron on Tuesday night. 0-1 is a breaking ball that's swung on and fouled back 0-2. But 2 starts ago, best that Osterberg has looked this year. On the road at Somerset on July the 2nd. 7 innings, scattered 7 hits. Just 1 run it was earned, no walks, 3 strikeouts. 0-2, Kefis takes the low and away offering. It's 1-2. Kefis in tonight's ball game is 0 for 1. Flew out the right his first time up. 1-2 is on the outside corner, called strike 3. First strikeout tonight for Matt Osterberg. That'll bring Petey Halpin to the plate with 1 out.
The Phils have figured out Kefis a little bit. He got off to a blistering start to the series. He's been off to a blistering start since his promotion from Lake County and High A. But they've certainly tapered him down a little bit. He's in the leadoff spot every game in this series.
First pitch to Halpin, low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Struck out 4 times on Friday night, Kefis did. Did walk a couple of times and scored some runs in that game, but Reading pitching has gotten the best of him the back half of this week. 1-0 is swung on, lifted in the air, knuckling, and it's foul. 1-1 to the left side. Petey Halpin walked his first plate appearance back in the first. One, swing and a miss, 1-2. And in front of an off-speed offering from Osterberg. Osterberg, who joined Reading in the later part of last year, was called up in August. Made 6 starts for Reading, was 1-1 with a 3.26 ERA. Like this year, was very efficient, 30 strikeouts to 6 walks. This year is at 61 strikeouts to 20 walks. Swung on and fouled straight back. It stays 1-2. I mean, Osterberg, Wells, Pena, 3 of Reading starters have been very efficient. I believe entering today, Pena's first in the Eastern League in strikeout to walk ratio. Wells after last night is second, and Osterberg was 10th. So you got 3 arms in the top 10. 1-2 is low and away, 2-2. So Osterberg may have fell off the mound a little bit.
Yeah, they're strike throwers, and that's what Al Padrique, Phil Candari are looking for, and that's one of the things that they're excited about with the 2 additions in Gene Cabrera and Sam Aldegari, the guys who just came up from Jersey Shore to add to the rotation this week, that they do the same.
2-2, low and away again, 3-2 to the left-handed hitting Petey Halpin. And that's one of the topics that I talked to Phil Candari about yesterday in our pregame interview. If you missed it, it's up on social media. We'll also re-air it next weekend. 3-2 is swung on, lifted in the air center, not too deep. Pete Fergus back and over to his right a couple of steps, and the center fielder makes the catch in the left center field gap, 2 outs for Planes. But one thing we talked about is you want your guys to throw strikes, but you want them to throw quality strikes. And that's a big topic that we kind of talked about. And it all kind of comes back to, having that step 1 throwing strikes. Then from there, it's how do you kind of build off of that. And when Osterberg's on, he's on. And today looks to be one of those days. First pitch to Planes, takes for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, and for him, it had to be a rough couple of days because obviously what happened to him on Tuesday, it's tough to sit on that for 4 days. You're anxious to get back out there and redeem yourself a little bit.
Here's the 1-0. Swung on, lifted in the air, shallow right towards the line. Wilson darts in, gets to a spot, and he drops it. It's right off the glove of Ethan Wilson. May have came in a little too far, had to reach back, so likely a 2-base error. That would be the second of the year on Ethan Wilson. That'll bring Aaron Bracho to the plate.
Yeah, just something you don't see very much from Ethan Wilson, which is to misplay a ball in the outfield. He's just really good, whether he's playing in right field or left field. But as Jake said, he got to a spot, but it was not the right spot. He just simply overran the ball, thought he had to go a little bit further than he did, and when he reached up to catch it, it landed behind him.
He said second error of the year for Wilson. First pitch to Bracho, a ball, it's 1-0. But what we were saying, what you just said about Osterberg is that's what being a starter is tough, right? If you're a reliever and you have a rough outing, you might pitch the next day. You may pitch 2 days later. If you're a hitter, you have a bad day. Maybe you sit 1 day, but for the most part, you're back out there the next night. Here's the 1-0, and it is over for a strike, 1-1. And I believe it's something I talked to Mick Abel a little bit about last year, too, was when you're a starter, you have a bad outing, very easily that can linger for 5 days. It's very hard, but it's also something you have to do. When you have a rough outing, you got to flush it and move on to the next day and start thinking about that next start. 1-1 is fouled back from Bracho, 1-2.
Yeah, you're the only one who has to sit on it. If you're a player, if you're a position player, odds are you're either back in the lineup the next night or maybe you're sitting a night off, but you're back at it the next day. Reliever, same thing, but it's a different mindset for a starter, and sometimes that's one of the things that can ultimately determine a guy who maybe is better suited to be a reliever than a starter because of that, because of the mindset of going back out there the next day.
Ball and 2 strikes to Bracho. Osterberg looking to work around the error and retire the side. Here's the pitch. Bit low and away, it's 2-2. Crowd makes some noise here, Baseball Town. Next pitch will be 49 for Osterberg. Here it is. Swung on, ground ball, softly hit first. Taylor waits back on it, scoops it up, and beats Bracho to the bag. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. No runs for Reading in the frame. There were no hits for Akron. There was 1 error, and 1 duck is left on the pond. We will head to the bottom of the 3rd. Reading's on top of Akron still. It's 2-0.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Bottom of the 3rd inning is brought to you by Swartz Culleton PC. You can expect reliable and experienced attorneys who are committed to getting you justice after a serious personal injury. Call Swartz Culleton today at 1-800-JUSTICE. So it is the top of the order to up for the Fightin' Phils. Cade Fergus will lead things off as Carl Ellison makes his way to the first base coach's box. I think he forgot his helmet at first, so he had to run back and grab it. But showed off that.
I think he just wanted to show off his haircut.
I was going to say that dandy new haircut. I told him last night I didn't even recognize you. Said it looks good. So here's Cade Fergus to lead off. First pitch from Mace is swung on and pops straight up to shallow center. Trotting in is Halpin. He'll get there, and the center fielder will make the catch. That's out number 1 for Robert Moore.
Second baseman Robert Moore.
Robert Moore helped get everything going in the first. He had a 1-out single and stole a base, and then eventually came around to score on Otto Kemp's 2-run home run. First pitch to Moore, squares the bunt, pulls back at 7-1. Trying to bring in the third baseman Gabriel Rodriguez a tad. And we'll see where he plays him now. Looks like he's going to stay a bit up. He is shaded way over. They have him shifted pretty heavily, batting from the left side. The 0-1. Moore takes up and in 1-1.
Yeah, Moore has done that and tried to do that a couple times this series. He's successfully done it a couple times. He's also shown it a few times. It's just making the defense respect you a little bit.
1-1. Moore swings. That's a cue shot towards shallow left. Out goes Tolentino, and he drops it. Tried to make an over-the-shoulder grab, and it's in and out of his glove. We'll see if they give that a hit or an error, because it was in his glove. It certainly was not a routine play by any means.
Yeah, I think that's got to be a base hit. That's a long, yeah, they just put it up as a base hit. That was a long run for Tolentino and an over-the-shoulder catch at that. Would have been a great catch if he makes it, but you can't assume to make that kind of a play. So it's a base hit for Robert Moore, and let's see what he does this time.
Second base hit of the night for Robert Moore. Here's Caleb Ricketts. Moore will get his lead, and he will go in the first pitch. The first pitch is a strike. The throw to second is a bit high, and Moore gets under the tag of Tolentino, and that's the second stolen base of the night for Moore and number 16 of the season in 24 attempts.
So last time it took him a couple pitches before he took off, and he did it on a delayed steal. This time, the exact opposite. On first movement, he was gone.
And it's the same pitcher both times. So first time was feeling it out. This time he knew what he was looking for. First pitch was a ball, 1-0. Ricketts swings, lines it down the right field line towards the Phillies bullpen.
This time they were looking.
And it goes over everyone's head, and it's 1-1.
Last time they did it, they weren't looking. This time, the bullpen was ready.
Love to be a fly on a wall of a bullpen during a game.
I love how they all try to stand down there and act like it's not going to hit us. We're okay.
Here's the pitch. And Ricketts takes over for a called strike 3. So he goes down on strikes. That's strikeout number 3 for Tommy Mace. And I'll bring Otto Kemp to the plate, basically in the same situation as in the first. Man on second, 2 outs. See if Kemp can do some damage here. So Otto Kemp's responsible for all the scoring in tonight's ball game. 2-run home run back in the first. Just was inside the foul pole. The first pitch to him is outside for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, we mentioned this last night, and I think it's worth repeating basically because of what's in the on-deck circle on Carson Taylor, that Albadrique in this lineup has kind of split up his left-handed hitters with Ricketts and Taylor. But now Kemp's in a position to see good pitches because of how hot Taylor is right now.
Here's the 1-0. That is down and away, 2 balls and no strikes.
So now it's a prime position for Otto Kemp. He's behind you 2-0, and again, could he be pitching around you? Well, he could be, but I don't know why he would because of how hot Carson Taylor is in the on-deck circle. So you've got to think, if you're Kemp, here's where I want it. If you throw it there, I'm going to hit it.
2-0. Kemp swings, fouls it back. It's 2-1.
And he did get a pitch right down the middle, but he just didn't get it. He's mad at himself. He knows he got a pitch to hit.
Yeah, it was an off-speed pitch at 82. Pretty much was center cut. Still a hitter's count, though, 2-1. And with the red-hot Taylor on deck, they don't want to lose Kemp, so I think he'll get another pitch to hit here. There's the 2-1. Kemp swings, hits it in the air well towards right field. Planes goes back. He will reach up and make a nice catch. Nice play by Planes and right onto the warning track, just shy of the wall. And that will retire the side in the third. Reading scores no runs. They did have one more hit. There were no errors, and one man is left on base. We have played 3 from Baseball Town. On to the fourth. Reading's on top, 2-0.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Did you know that the blood that you donate at Miller Keystone Blood Center stays right here in your community? That's right, it goes to your area hospitals. So you might just be helping a family member, a friend, or a neighbor. Call Miller Keystone Blood Center, the only community blood center servicing your local hospitals. 1-800-BA-DONOR or go to giveapint.org. We're located at 1047 Old Burnville Road, just behind Classic Harley-Davidson.
We go to the top of the fourth inning. Reading still on top, 2-0 over the RubberDucks. And to take over on the play-by-play duties, it's my broadcast partner, Bob McCool.
All right, thank you, Jake. No runs on 2 hits, no errors for the Ducks. 2 runs on 4 hits, and the 1 error by the Fightin' Phils. Matt Osterberg back out now for this top half of the fourth inning. And at this point in time is when we remind you that every Tuesday all active military and veterans receive $3 off box seats thanks to the residents at Village Greens. And the Phils will be back here on Tuesday, July the 30th. It'll be an 11 a.m. game. And the Phils will welcome you here. And it's a good time if that is the case of military and veterans. Get $3 off box seats thanks to the residents of Village Greens as Matt Osterberg starts Joe Lampe with a breaking ball that misses outside. It's 1-0. Lampe grounded back to Osterberg his first time up. This time he fists one into shallow left field. Long run for Barron Radcliffe, but he'll get there in time for out number 1. So Osterberg, who did not get through the third inning in Tuesday's opener, is 1 out into the fourth inning here and looking in pretty good position as Cody Huff will come to plate. He flew out to right field his first time up. Huff with 6 hits in this series. Right-handed hitting catcher with a wide open stance. Takes the first pitch from Osterberg as a changeup. Good for a called strike. Osterberg, like Lachlan Wells, the left-hander, uses that changeup predominantly against the right-handed hitters. Now he'll come back with the 0-1 pitch. It's inside with the slider. It's 1-1. He missed it. The 2-run home run by Otto Kemp in the first inning. The only runs in the ball game for either side. As Osterberg misses up and away, it's 2-1. And Osterberg goes up high. Huff started and stopped. They'll appeal, and say he did not go around. Brian DeBrouwer, the first base umpire, looks to Charlie Welling, who says no. So it's 3 balls and 1 strike now to Cody Huff, leading with 1 out here in the 4th. That pitch is low, ball 4. So Osterberg gives up his 2nd walk of the day. Huff, a 1-out base runner for Milan Tolentino, who was one of the 2 hits for the Ducks. Tolentino with 5 hits in the series. The single he had in the 2nd inning was his first single of the series. He had 2 doubles and 2 home runs prior to that. So Huff will take his lead off at first. Carson Taylor will hold him on. And a breaking ball is lifted down the third base line. Going to be a long run for Kemp into foul territory, and he can't quite get there. And it will drop and bounce into the seats, and it's a strike to Tolentino.
Yeah, it would have been a tough play for Kemp. Was kind of going straight back over the shoulder. Never an easy play for a corner infielder when you're running straight back, but still a valiant effort.
And because it was a left-handed hitter, it's that much longer of a run for Schwecke, who's cheating up the middle a little bit, and Radcliffe, who's a little bit more towards left center, although Radcliffe does move a little bit more towards the line now after that foul ball. So it's no balls and a strike to Milan Tolentino, who swings and misses. It's 0-2. There's a changeup that Osterberg throws to the left-handed hitter. Sunsplash skies here at Baseball Town. It was a storm that blew through town earlier in the morning. Forced the grounds crew to put the tarp on. There's some others who were a part of that weren't just on the grounds crew.
Like minor league baseball, everyone's a part of the grounds crew.
This is true. All hands on deck. As Osterberg misses outside, it's 1-2. This one fouled straight back. It's 1-2. It's still to Tolentino. Tolentino's had a great series defensively, in addition to what he's done with the bat. He's played both short and third, and he's made a couple of good plays at both spots. And fouls that one away. Just a very defensive swing and slices it down the third base line. Good size lead off of first for Huff. Pitch to the plate, right back through the middle and into center field. And Tolentino has another hit. Huff will stop at second. Third hit of the ball game for the Ducks. Huff at second now, and Tolentino at first with 1 out for Yordas Valdez.
Sent a fastball right back towards the middle, 96 off the bat. Took an awkward hop off the mound, but that didn't really, I don't think, would have made a difference. I think that ball was kind of going through the middle anyway.
Conversation now with Caleb Ricketts. His catcher heads out to talk to Matt Osterberg. Got to think that Ricketts saw something he didn't like about what Osterberg did. Location, pitch selection, or just maybe runner on second base for the first time and what the signals might be.
Could also just be a case of, hey, like, I know you walked, the guy gave a hit, you get a ground ball here, inning's still over. You're very much still in control of this one.
Valdez singled his last time up. Actually, Huff is the second base runner to reach second for the Ducks. And that's over for a called strike with the slider. Valdez singled to right field his first time up, his 6th hit of this series. Switch hitting infielder. Batting from the right-hand side against Osterberg, who steps off to get Huff back to second. Robert Moore, the second baseman, creeping in, trying to keep him honest. Big swing, no contact from Valdez. It's 0-2. Valdez with a big uppercut swing there. So Osterberg now in a position to try to put him away with 2 outs, or with 2 on and 1 out. Swing and a miss, and he does just that. Second strikeout for Osterberg and a big spot for his 2nd out of the inning.
Conversation with Caleb Ricketts. Really nice job by Osterberg. Kind of just reared back and attacked. Didn't shy away. Knew he was facing 8-man in the lineup. Let me just throw some quality pitches and see what he can do. Nothing he could do. So now you got the 9-man in Rodriguez, who's 0 for 1 tonight. Got to think you're going to have a similar mentality here if you're Osterberg.
Rodriguez grounded out to third his first time up. He's 0 for 5 in this series, playing in just his second game. And first pitch to him is inside for a ball. Defense plays Rodriguez to pull all the way around. And he lifts this one down the third base line, but hooking foul as it will end up in the bullpen of the RubberDucks, off the hands of a fan in the third base grandstands. Baron Radcliffe will toss it right back to them. And thankfully they didn't drop it back down to the bullpen and make Baron go get it again. So 2 on, 2 out. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Gabriel Rodriguez. Way outside, it's 2-1. Osterberg takes a look back at Huff, comes with his pitch. Swing and a foul tip. It's 2 tilt balls and 2 strikes. Good slider there from Osterberg, had Rodriguez out in front. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, the crowd comes alive. Seeing Osterberg to try to get out of a jam here. Swing and a miss, and he does just that. With back-to-back strikeouts, Matt Osterberg ends up getting out of any further trouble. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 men left. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th in baseball town, 2-0. The Reading Hot Dogs on top.
Are you ready to embark on the adventure of retirement? Welcome to the Highlands at Wyomissing, where over 35 years of experience have perfected the art of senior living. Nestled on over 113 acres of serene landscape, our community offers a haven for active seniors seeking tranquility and excitement alike. Discover a lifestyle enriched with stunning amenities and engaging activities, all within the premier nonprofit life care community in Berks County. Bid farewell to home maintenance and embrace more quality time with loved ones as you enjoy a calendar brimming with thrilling events and trips. Experience the security, independence, and boundless opportunities that await you at the Highlands at Wyomissing. Call us today and unlock the possibilities of your retirement.
Visit the Brentwoods Industries Fightin' Phil's team store to stay repped all season long. Head to our store at FirstEnergy Stadium or online at artphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, jerseys, kids apparel, and much more. Looking for something new? Check out our brand new Pinstripe and Los Luchadores jerseys. Root for your Fightins in style and stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightin' team store or artphils.com/shop.
We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning, 2-0, Fightin' Phil's on top, and it'll be Carson Taylor who will lead it off for the Phils, facing Tommy Mace. And Mace a 7-3 record on the season, including picking up a win in Game 1 of this series. Taylor with a single his first time up. His 6th hit of this series. And 5 of those 6 hits have come in the last 3 games. First pitch to him. Fisted the other way towards the shortstop spot that's occupied by the third baseman Gabriel Rodriguez, and Carson Taylor is out on 1 out, on 1 pitch, I should say. For this 4th inning, they'll be followed by Josh Bro and then Baron Radcliffe. This inning, we'll take a look around the Phillies organization thanks to EPAW Weather Consulting, your source for public and private forecasts in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and northern and eastern Maryland. Josh Bro, a strikeout victim his first time up. First pitch. Breaking ball, a good one, locked him up for a strike. Philadelphia Phillies started the All-Star break a day early. They lost to the Oakland Athletics today, if you haven't heard, 18-3. As Bro drives one into left center field. Lampy started in, and he'll drift back, and he'll have plenty of room to make the catch for out number 2.
Looked like it was a bit off the end of the bat from Josh Pro. It's a little bit further down the barrel. That one might be under the scoreboard right now, but nonetheless, 4 straight retired by Mace, who looks like he's settling himself into a bit of a groove here.
So the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, who have played pretty good baseball over the course of the last couple of weeks, lost their final game, headed to the All-Star break at home to Buffalo 1-0. As Barron Radcliffe takes one inside for a ball. Jersey Shore with a win over Hudson Valley 5-3. And Clearwater lost their final game before the break to Palm Beach 8-0. So there's your look around the Philadelphia Phillies organization with the Reading Phillies on top of the Akron RubberDucks 2-0 with Barron Radcliffe now 2 balls and no strikes. One hopper right at the second baseman, Valdez. He'll make the play to first, and a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Fightin' Phils. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. After 4, it remains Reading 2, Akron 0.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi, and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 9 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Fightin' Phils would like to recognize Body Zone Sports and Wellness as the official workout facility of the R-Phils. I think Evil Candy needs a trip to Body Zone. Top half of the 5th inning. Fightin' Phils on top of the Akron RubberDucks 2-0 as the Vegetable race comes to its completion despite the attempts of Evil Candy to disrupt. Top of the order for the Ducks, facing Matt Osterberg, who's been excellent so far through 4 innings of work. Fightin' Phils pitching staff has now shut out this Akron team for 14 straight innings, but as I say that, C.J. Kafis leads it off. First pitch slings one into left center field for a base hit. 4th hit of the day for the Ducks. Going all the way back to the 9th inning of Friday's game when the Ducks did not score. And then, of course, the shutout yesterday and the combined shutout and the efforts of Lachlan Wells, Christian Hernandez, and Andrew Schultz, and now through the first 4 innings of this one. Fightin' Phils pitching has shut down this Akron team that has been so prolific in this series for 14 straight scoreless innings. Petey Halpin now the batter, and he takes one for a ball. Halpin walked into first, flew out to center field in the 3rd in his 2 plate appearances. 6 for 18 in this series. And the breaking ball is a good one from Osterberg. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Got to keep your eye on Kafis at first base. And a swing and a miss to Halpin. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kafis has not stolen a base in his time with Akron, but he did steal quite a few bases before his call up from Lake County. Stole 12 bases at high A as that pitch is low for a ball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Halpin. Halpin, the number 15 prospect in the Cleveland Guardians organization. Drafted in 2020 in the 3rd round by Cleveland out of St. Francis High School in San Mateo, California. 2 balls and 2 strikes to him. Swing and a miss, and Osterberg comes up with another big strikeout. The last 3 outs recorded by Osterberg have all been strikeouts. One down here in the fifth, the fourth strikeout for Matt Osterberg. Now bring up Alexfree Planez. Planez safe on an error his last time up and grounded out the third in 2 plate appearances. He's 5 for 19 in the series, swings at the first pitch here and fouls it out of play. Planez, team leader in home runs for the Ducks with 11. Has played in every game in this series, and he did hit his 11th home run in that 19-3 first game runaway for the Ducks as Osterberg comes with a curveball that misses up high. It's 1 ball and 1 strike now to the 3-hole hitter, Alexfree Planez. This one driven straight ahead and high to center field. Cade Fergus went back, and now he has to come in. Makes the catch without a problem for out number 2. Planez got way under it and hit straight up in the air to center field. And so I'll bring up Aaron Bradshaw. Bradshaw with a team best 8 hits in this series, including a pinch hit in last night's game. Came up as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning and got a single. He's 0 for 2 today so far, however. Hit a line drive right at Carson Taylor his first time up, and then hit a ground ball to Carson Taylor his last time up. Taylor now holding on Clay Kafis at first, and a ground ball down the first base line. Bradshaw this time just misses as it's down and into and through the Fightin' Phil's bullpen. Just missed by inches. So Bradshaw obviously really pulling Osterberg so far. He's hit 2 balls at Carson Taylor and just about got one down the line on that one. It's no balls and a strike to it. Breaking ball up high, and the left-hand hitter lays off. It's 1-1. So hits are even now at 4 apiece. The Phils with a big blow so far in the 2-run Otto Kemp home run in the first. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he got Bradshaw to chase one up and in, and Bradshaw can't believe he swung at it. It's 1-2 now. Looked big and fat to Aaron Bradshaw, but it was way up by his head. So now it's 1 ball and 2 strike. Kafis takes off and a swing and a miss. They'll throw it out. It doesn't matter. He struck him out. Fans are booing the safe call at second, but the strikeout wiped it all out on Osterberg's 5th strikeout of the night. The inning comes to an end. They didn't get that 4th out, however, at second base. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 2-0. Fightin's on top.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
Watch me now.
Listen up, baseball fans. The Bally Live app is your home for everything MILB. Download the app today and watch every single MILB game absolutely free. Chat and interact with other fans. Play daily games and win prizes. Plus, you'll get access to the MILB Zone, where you can follow your favorite MILB players and teams all season long. So step up to the plate and download the Bally Live app today.
Bottom half of the 5th inning is presented by Cornwall Manor, a unique and charming community nestled on a 190-acre wooded campus with many walking trails, including the Lebanon County Rail Trail. Alongside Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. 2-0 Fightin' Phils in the getaway game for everybody. Fightin' Phils will get away, and so too will the Akron RubberDucks. They'll head back to Akron for their couple of days off. Everybody off for the All-Star break in minor league baseball up and through Friday. Phils will head on a road trip to Portland. And And everybody here at Baseball Town will get a day off as well. Well, theoretically a day off, at least a day off of baseball, a couple of days off, because it's been a busy couple of weeks here in Reading as Trevor Schwecke leads off facing Tommy Mace and takes one outside for a ball. 1-0 pitch from Mace is on the outside corner. It's 1-1.
It was 27 home games in 41 days. 27 out of 36 games were at home. 5 of the last 6 weekends were spent at home.
1-1 pitch. Schwecke, a little dribbler in front of the plate down the line. Mace is the only one that has a play, and no, he doesn't. As he stopped the plant, the feet went out from under Tommy Mace. I don't know if he had a shot at Schwecke anyhow, but Schwecke will take the base hit.
Even the softest single he's ever hit. Off the bat, it's 16 miles per hour. But look, if you're Trevor Schwecke and the box score says a hit, you can tell whoever, it's a line drive up the middle.
He's talking trash at first. It counts as a hit. Doesn't matter how hard you hit him sometimes. That'll bring up Ethan Wilson now at the plate. Leadoff base runner for the Phils. First time they've had a leadoff base runner in this ball game. Wilson, the 9-hole hitter from the left-hand side. Mace delivers a slider, and it's a good one for a called strike. Schwecke can steal a bag as he has some words with first base coach Carl Ellison before he takes his lead. Wilson lifts this one foul and out of play. It's quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Wilson.
Schwecke's 9 for 9 in stolen bases this year.
It didn't have a very big lead, at least on that last pitch. Oh, 2 to Wilson. This one he takes inside for a ball. Wilson grounded out to short his first time up. Ethan just 1 for 15 in this series. This one towards second. Valdez only has 1 play, and that's the first. So Schwecke does move up to second base.
Really small thing, but it was a great secondary lead for Trevor Schwecke. So ball wasn't hit hard, but if he didn't get as good of a secondary, then maybe there's a chance they throw behind him and get at least the fielder's choice. But Schwecke got out pretty quickly. So for Wilson, it goes down basically the sacrifice bunt. I'll see if the top of the lineup up if they can add another run here.
Fergus struck out and flew out to center in 2 plate appearances so far against Tommy Mace, who takes a look back at Schwecke, comes with his pitch that's on the outside corner for strike 1. Fergus hitting just .212 when the game began, prior to the 0 for 2 start so far. Batting at a leadoff spot in a couple games in this series. Schwecke going to take off for third. The throw down is not in time, and the ball comes loose. Trevor Schwecke with a stolen base. Now he's at third base with 1 out.
Another good secondary into a good jump. Clearly, Reading, between Moore and Schwecke, they haven't had a ton of base runners today. It's just their 4th, but 3 of the 4, well, really, 3 of them have been on base of stolen bases. So clearly they're seeing something with Mace. That'll now suck the infield in for Akron.
The pitch to Fergus was a called strike, so it's no balls and 2 strikes now to the batter, Kate Fergus. Jake said infield up, trying to cut off that run. Fergus waves through it and strikes out.
Second baseman, Robert.
So Mace gets himself a strikeout, his 4th, and a big out there. That's the 2nd. That'll back up the infield now to regular depth, and it'll bring up Robert Moore.
Moore, who has a couple of singles today. Another one would be big here. He's got 31 RBIs, a .264 hitter with runners in scoring position.
And Moore swings at the first pitch and fouls it away. Moore 6 hits now in this series. Ties him with Otto Kemp and Carson Taylor with team high in hits in the series at 6. Like to change that here and give the Phils another run. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch, and Moore was way out in front. It's 0-2. Phil's bullpen is quiet. Matt Osterberg has been really good through the first 5, and he'll get a chance in the 6th. Moore drives this one to right field. Juanez goes back, he'll look up and say goodbye. Robert Moore with a 2-run home run onto the pool deck in right field. The Phils double up their lead to 4-0.
Have a day, Robert Moore. Got a hanging breaking pitch, and he made Mace pay for it. Sprinted around the bases, too. 8th of the season, 99 off the bat, 357 feet for Robert Moore.
So 2 2-run home runs for the Fightin so far, and this one is Ricketts will step in. Taylor Holt for 2 so far in the ballgame. First pitch way outside, ball 1. And the second is right there for a strike. It's 1-1. This one lifted straight up in the infield. Valdez, the second baseman, calls for it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3 in the inning. But the Phils do some more damage with the sticks. 2 runs on 2 hits. The big one, the Robert Moore 2-run home run. There were no errors and nobody left on base. 5 complete. It's now 4-0 Fightins.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living. When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Giovanna's Pizzeria, Railroad House, Why Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown and Sinking Spring, Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information. We head to the top half of the 6th inning, and as we talked about, Matt Osterberg is right back out there for this 6th inning as he's given up 4 hits. He's walked a couple. He struck out 5. First one he faces here is Joe Lampe, who hits a slow roller towards second. Robert Moore will make the play without a problem on a couple hops. 1 out here in the 6th.
That was pitch number 85 for Osterberg, so probably it for him. We'll see if he can finish strong and already in line for the win. Let's see if he can get himself to a spot for another quality start. It'll be a 2nd and 3. It's Efrain Contreras, who's up in the Fightin' Phils bullpen.
Cody Huff now will bat. Huff flew out to right, walked in 2 plate appearances to this point. Right-handed hitting catcher. Steps into the box. And the first pitch is way up high for a ball. So a huge difference in terms of outlook for Matt Osterberg from Tuesday to Sunday. And in a lot of ways, if this thing can hold up for the team as well. Obviously, they were dragging after the first 4 days, and they got thumped by this Akron team for the first 4 games of the series. 2-0 pitch is lifted into shallow center field. Cade Fergus will drift in and make the catch for out number 2. It was 19-3 on Tuesday. Akron came back on Wednesday with a 6-3 win. Thursday it was 7-2, and then Friday was 8-3. And all of a sudden, Lachlan Wells took them out yesterday, and everything changed. He pitched 7 brilliant innings yesterday with help from Christian Hernandez and Andrew Schultz to finish off the shutout. Now, Matt Osterberg's done the same through 5 2/3 here. as Milan Tolentino, who he has yet to retire, swings and fouls the first pitch off. Tolentino 2 for 2 with 2 base hits. And that's a breaking ball and a good one. He's ahead of Tolentino now, no balls and 2 strikes.
15 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings for Reading pitching. That is their longest scoreless streak pitching-wise this season, past the previous high of 13 innings from June 8th to the 11th.
For a team that had scored 25 runs, 45 runs prior to that. And that pitch misses just inside. It's 1-2. Tolentino lays off. Caleb Ricketts was headed to the dugout, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I saw a fan down there with like an entire coach's helmet size full of ice cream. I see a lot of spoons being distributed so it's a share.
This one lifted foul and out of play. Yeah, I know they have the
mini
miniature
ones.
helmets.
I didn't know we sold those. And no, please do not bring them up here. I don't think me and Bob can get through one of those.
No, but maybe now we found out what Carl Ellison did with his helmet when you couldn't find it at the beginning of the inning. Maybe somebody took it and filled it up with ice cream. This one fisted foul towards the Phil's dugout. Stays 2 balls and 2 strikes to Milan Tolentino. Maybe Coach Ellison sold his helmet for some ice cream.
On a day like today,
you can't blame him.
I wouldn't blame
It's
him.
a pretty good shirt. It's pretty smart business move. 2-2 pitch, breaking balls up high, and the count is full now to Tolentino. It is a good day for ice cream sales at the ballpark.
It's been a good summer for ice cream sales with how hot it's been.
It's a valid point by you. Osterberg's 3-2 pitch is up high, and he'll put Tolentino on board again, this time by a base on balls. Third walk by Osterberg.
I have some context, Bob. So it's a full-size batting helmet. It is called the Big Dipper. 24 scoops of ice cream to honor Mike Schmidt's retire number.
There you go. That makes sense. Yordes Valdez will bat. 1 for 2 on the day as there's a pickoff attempt, and Tolentino dives back into first. Valdez, a switch-hitting second baseman, batting from the right side against Osterberg. Tries to drop a bunt down, but bunts through it.
I wonder if this might be the last batter for Osterberg. Or, I mean, if a 4-run lead, maybe you try to let him.
Yeah, he's got the 9-hole hitter in the on-deck circle. It might give him one more batter after this if he does not get Valdez. A 1 pitch. Fouls it back and snowballs in 2 strikes.
That was his 98th pitch of the night, which is a new season high, passing 97, which he threw against Bowie a couple weeks back. But it's been a lot of 70s, 80s, not a lot of 90s for Osterberg. But with the break, more time off, you can push him a bit.
Yeah, he's going to have the better part of a week off. 0-2 pitch. Slow roller back the middle. Robert Moore will make it, race to the bag, and tag the second base bag to end the inning. And an outstanding effort and a great bounce back day for Matt Osterberg as the Ducks in the 6th go no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th on the Reading Fightin Phil's Radio Network. It's 4-0 Fightins.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Briganti Wines offers a great selection of wines in New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania. Headquartered in South Jersey and sourced from Italy's Abruzzo region, Briganti Wines is ran by former Fightin Phil's great and big leaguer Mike Costanzo. They are committed to quality, authenticity, and sustainability, attracting a loyal following of customers. Get Briganti Wines at select local Acme stores. Visit brigantiwines.com to learn more.
We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Fightin' Phil's on top 4-0. They'll bring up Otto Kemp, Carson Taylor, and Josh Bro. Tommy Mace right back out there for the Ducks, and he's made 2 mistakes in this game. It's cost him two-run home runs, one to Otto Kemp and one to Robert Moore. That's the difference on the board right now, and Kemp again will lead it off. Kemp with his 7th home run of the season, his 20th RBI since his call-up from Jersey Shore. With the Blue Claws, he had just 4 home runs, but he hit .331 in his time at Jersey Shore. He swings at the first pitch here, slits a chopper up the middle, but Valdez, the second baseman, is right there in perfect position. 1 pitch, 1 out in the 6th. I'll bring up Carson Taylor. Taylor singled his first time up, grounded out to third base his last time up. This day in baseball town history presented by the good folks at Savage Auto Group. Visit Tim Profit and his boys and girls at Savage 61 for all your automotive needs. As Carson Taylor stands in and takes the first pitch for a ball. My colleague Jake Starr went way back deep in the annals of Reading Fightin' Phil's baseball, all the way back to July 14th of 2023 for today's time in baseball town history. And our Phils beat Portland 9-2. David Parkinson, who's now at Lehigh Valley, starts and strikes out 10, setting a season high for him and a team as well. Reading hits 5 homers, including 2 from Baron Radcliffe, and back-to-back blasts from Carlos De La Cruz and Matthew Kroon, both of whom are in Lehigh Valley. Oliver Dunn, who's with the Milwaukee Brewers now, also chipped in with 3 extra base hits. And earlier today, a guy by the name of Johan Rojas made his drive from Reading to Philadelphia to become a member of the Philadelphia Phillies. A grand day in baseball town history 1 year ago today. 2-1 to Carson Taylor, lifts this one straight up in foul territory down the third base line. Rodriguez drifts over and he'll make the catch for the second out of this 6th inning.
I'd say a year ago today was a pretty good day.
Sure was for Johan Rojas, as he got the call that every baseball player at the minor league level is looking for, and that's the call up to the big leagues.
How about the irony, too? Johan Rojas, well, here comes Greg Descendant. So I'll be quick. Rojas gets the call a year ago today. Tyler Phillips, who's on that same team with him, got his first career win yesterday.
And Johan Rojas hit a home run in that win for Tyler Phillips. Greg DeCenzo, as Jake said, making the call to the walk to the mound, and he will make the call to the bullpen. With 2 outs here in the 6th inning, Tommy Mace's day comes to a conclusion.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
The Fightin' Phils thank White Star Travel and Tours for presenting the 2024 Fightin' Phils Fan Road Trip. This year's trip runs from July 26th to 29th and features stops to see the Fightin' Phils in New Hampshire, along with the chance to meet a player and coach. The trip also heads to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, a Red Sox-Yankees game at Fenway Park, and finally Citizens Bank Park to see the Phillies take on the New York Yankees.
Well, manager Greg DeCenzo makes the call to bullpen. The Alberta University Gold Bulls call the bullpen. We'll bring in right-hander Jack Leftwich.
Jack Leftwich enters for the Akron RubberDucks. It is his 26th appearance, 2-5, 3.76 ERA, 38 1/3 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, 51 walks, and 217 opponents average against.
And the first one he faces is Josh Bro, who fouls the first pitch down the third base line. Bro 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to left field in his 2 plate appearances.
It was 73 pitches for Mace, who threw 76 on Tuesday, 73 the week before, so got to think it was just probably a pitch count situation.
Leftwich got the save in game 2 of this series, the 6-3 win for the Ducks on Wednesday night. 1-1 pitch now to Bro is low and inside. It's 2-1. Bro 2 for 13 in this series. One of them a opposite field home run. This one he lifts straight up in the infield behind the home plate. Huff off with the mask, drifts into foul territory, and he'll make the catch for the third out. The Phils again go in order here in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 6 complete. Baseball town. It's 4-0 Fightin.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
The Fightin' Phils thank White Star Travel and Tours for presenting the 2024 Fightin' Phils Fan Road Trip. This year's trip runs from July 26th to 29th and features stops to see the Fightin' Phils in New Hampshire, along with the chance to meet a player and coach. The trip also heads to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, a Red Sox-Yankees game at Fenway Park, and finally Citizens Bank Park to see the Phillies take on the New York Yankees.
We head to the top half of the 2nd inning. And there is a Reading Fightin' Phils, Alberta University Golden Wolves call a bullpen. They'll bring in the right-hander Efrain Contreras.
Efrain Contreras appearing in his 14th appearance, 6 out of the bullpen. He's 1-5, an 8.93 ERA, 44 1/3 innings pitched, 54 hits, 24 walks, 50 strikeouts, 300 opponents average against.
First one he will face is the 9-hole hitter Gabriel Rodriguez, to be followed by the top of the order in CJ Kapis and Petey Halpin for the Ducks here in the top half of the 7th inning. First pitch, big swing and a miss by Rodriguez. Rodriguez 0 for 2 so far on the night with a ground out to third and a strikeout. Looking for his first hit of the series at 0 for 6 in his second start. Jarris winds and delivers his 0-1 pitch that's in the dirt. No runs on 4 hits for the Ducks, 4 runs on 6 hits for the Fightins. Contreras, a long look in at Ricketts. His 1-1 pitch. Tap towards third. Otto Kemp on a big hop will make the throw across the first base in plenty of time. And one out here in the 7th, in the top of the order in CJ Kapis. Osterberg goes 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts, in position to pick up his 3rd win of the season if the bullpen can hold on. Kapis 1 for 3 on the night, with a single his last time up. And the first pitch from Contreras is away for a ball. This one ripped into right field. That's going to be another hit for Kapis. Is it going to roll all the way to the wall? He's around first and headed to second. Ethan Wilson will get it back in. Kapis slides into second base with a double. His 6th of the season, his 2nd hit of the night.
Fastball 94, pretty much center cut, 102 off the bat. But Contreras, Reading tried him out as a starter this year. Didn't really fare well. A 14.04 ERA over 8 starts. Since, though, he's moved to the bullpen. 5 appearances, a 2.33 ERA. Just 5 earned runs allowed over 19 1/3 innings pitched as a reliever.
CJ Kapis is, going into the 2024 season, was regarded as the 27th best prospect in the Cleveland organization. I got to think that's going to be infinitely higher next year. That kid can flat out hit. Again, he hit .338 before his call up from High A Lake County. And he's well over 300 already in Double-A as well with his 2 hits tonight. As Petey Halpin stands in, he's 0 for 2 on the night. And the 1-0 pitch from Contreras is there for a called strike. Now, those prospect lists are done obviously before the season, and they change and can change somewhat significantly from one season to the next based on what happens. But I'll tell you what, CJ Kafis could play for me any day. He's got some talent with a bat in his hands. That one's a strike to Halpin. It's 1-2.
And usually the next prospect rankings from at least MLB come out around the end of the month. So probably once the draft is all over, they'll have their next set of rankings out.
Major League Baseball draft happening tonight. The start of that draft anyhow is happening tonight. 1-2 now to Halpin, who beats one foul down the first base line. Out of the outstretched hands of Kyle Lindquist. Made a play on it. Just couldn't quite get there. Bullpen says, no problem, coach. We got your back. It's 1-2. It's still to Petey Halpin. Trevor Schwecke trying to keep Kafis close at second from the shortstop position. Halpin tried to check his swing and hit the bat. Rolls foul. Oh, it actually did not. It rolled away from Ricketts. It's going to be a strikeout to Halpin. I thought it hit the bat. I think that's what Contreras is arguing, but it obviously did not. Ricketts is not arguing. So it's a strikeout, but again, the ball rolled all the way to the backstop, and Halpin is at first base.
What's that, the drop third strike
least
this week that a runner has reached?
Twice in one night the other night. So it's the first strikeout for Contreras, but it's a wild pitch. Kafis goes to third. So runners at the corners now and nobody out. Or one out, excuse me. Rodriguez grounded out. So Planez now will bat. They also keep the infield back, hoping for a double play to get out of this. And Planez beats one foul on the third base side. Planez 0 for 3 on the night. Was safe on an error. Back into third inning. 38 RBIs on the season and a chance to get the Ducks right back in this ballgame. They're down 4-0 in the top of the 7th. Contreras from the stretch with his 0-1 pitch. Lined into left field and falling fast. That's going to be a base hit. Kafis held up, but he'll score easily. And everyone else moves up a base. An RBI single for Planez. It's 4-1.
There goes a shutout, and ultimately the scoreless streak is snapped at 15 innings by Fightin Phil's pitching, which, as we said, is the longest scoreless inning streak of the season.
39th RBI of the season for Planez. He's at first. Halpin at second. Still only one out for Aaron Bracho. Bracho 0 for 3 on the day. And the first pitch from Contreras is over on the outside corner for strike one. Some more activity now in the Phil's bullpen. Contreras from the stretch, 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Bracho wanted to tie that one up with that swing of the bat. Comes up empty, and it's 0-2.
Carlos Francisco up and throwing for the Fightin Phils.
Bracho has 3 home runs on the season. He's got 30 RBIs. Got 2 men on here and an 0-2 count on him. Way outside, it's 1-2. Petey Halpin takes his lead off of second. Alexi Planez off of first. The ball's in the dirt. It gets away from Ricketts, and everybody's going to move up. So now Halpin at third. Planez at second. And it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Aaron Bracho. Ball in the dirt. Ricketts tried to block it, but it spun away from him, either off his shin guard or chest protector. Rolled all the way to the on deck circle for Akron. So it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Aaron Bracho.
Infield will stay back up 3, so Reading is willing to trade and out for a run.
Contreras now from the windup. Misses just outside. It's 3-2. See how much rope they give Contreras here. If he can't get Bracho. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lined into right center field and falling for a base hit. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Halpin will score. Planez will score. Bracho will roll into second base with a stand-up double, and it's a 4-3 ball game.
I think that might be it, and Yao Padrique comes right out of the dugout. So Efrain Contreras' evening is done after 5 batters, and it'll be Carlos Francisco who will come in trying to preserve this now 1-run lead.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Welcome to Aspire Memory Support at the Highlands of Wyomissing, where every day is filled with purpose and connection. Our innovative approach, featuring the Hearthstone Institute's renowned I'm Still Here program, ensures that every resident living with Alzheimer's or dementia experiences a life worth living. With evidence-based techniques and personalized care, we focus on meaningful engagement to reduce common symptoms like agitation and anxiety. Join us in celebrating the person behind the memory loss with activities tailored to their unique interests and abilities. Discover the difference with Aspire Memory Support at the Highlands at Wyomissing. Call us today and embrace a renewed sense of purpose for your loved one.
Well, as we said, going to break, the Alberta University of Gold Wolves call. The bullpen has been made, and it'll be Carlos Francisco, whose job it is to try to put out the Flames here in the top of the 7th.
Carlos Francisco, 3-2 at 3.72 ERA, 28 innings pitched. 28 appearances, 38 2/3 innings pitched. Also leads the team in appearances. 30 hits, 20 walks, 44 strikeouts, 204 opponents average against, which leads all Fightin' Phil's pitchers.
So right now he'll inherit a runner at second base, and that runner is now the tying run after the 2-run double for Aaron Bracho. His 9th double of the season, his 31st and 32nd RBIs, makes it a 4-3 game, and Joe Lampe is now the batter. And the first pitch to him is low for a ball. Lampe 0 for 3 on the day, and now 6 for 20 in the series. He's got 27 RBIs on the year. 281 hitter when the game began. Francisco takes a look back to second, comes with his pitch that's there for a strike. So Lampe looked like he was there to see at least a strike from Francisco. One pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Infield plays the left-hand hitting Lampe pretty well straight away. The outfield plays him well over the other way. Now it's 1-2 to Lampe. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that quickly Hernandez gets the first strikeout, and a big one there. Out number 2 in the inning. And that will bring up Cody Huff. Huff 0 for 2 with a walk. Francisco takes a look back at second, comes with his pitch. It's up and in for a ball. Three runs and 3 hits in the inning for Akron. Francisco now takes his foot off the rubber and spins back to get Bracho back to second. Of course, there was that strikeout that allowed Halpin to get the first base, but the ball bounced away from Caleb Ricketts. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball and a good one. He had Huff bailing out, and now Francisco has the count to a 1-1 and 1-strike count. And that just misses. It's 2-1. This one lifted into right field. Ethan Wilson going back to the track. He'll look up, and it's on the veranda. 2-run home run for Cody Huff, and with that, the Ducks take the lead.
This game has totally been flipped on its head upside down. 2-run home run from Cody Huff, 101 off the bat, 372 feet, and 5 runs in the inning. And that is, Akron now grabs the lead.
Huff's 5th home run of the season, 6th and 7th RBIs of the year. Or 16th and 17th, excuse me, but more importantly, a 5-4 Akron lead now as Milan Tolentino will bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch. And the outstanding start for Matt Osterberg is wasted with the 5 spot here for the Ducks in the 7th. Tolentino has yet to be retired tonight, a couple singles and a walk. And he fouls that one out of play, and Francisco quickly ahead of him, no balls and 2 strikes. Started and stopped, it's 1-2. The fastballs on the outside portion of the plate.
Connor Ash beginning the stretch down in the Fightin's bullpen. Akron's bullpen's quiet.
Which means Leftwich will be back. This one ripped into right field. Going to be a long run for Ethan Wilson. It's hooking towards the bullpen and foul. Wilson had to go a long way to try to even get remotely close to that. And it falls foul for a 1-ball and 2-strike count now to Milan Tolentino. Now it's down low, makes the count 2-2.
So line on it, Contreras closes at 1/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 4 runs, all earned, no walks, and 1 strikeout.
Two balls and 2 strikes. The left-hand hitting Milan Tolentino rips another one foul down the first base line, way out in front of the slider. They say it's a wasted effort for Osterberg, but it is a feel-good moment for Matt Osterberg, and something he can at least take the break with him as he pitched well for 6 innings. He did his job. Francisco trying to put away the final out here in the 7th. And he misses outside. Now the count is full.
At the end of the day, look, wins and losses kind of are what they are in baseball, but for Osterberg, look, 6 shutout innings. You can't take that away from him. That's a really good, feel good heading into the break.
3-2 pitch. Outside ball 4. Tolentino's on board again. 4th time in this game that Milan Tolentino is on board. And this 7th inning still rolls on as Yurdes Valdez becomes the 9th batter in the lineup to bat for Akron here in the 7th. But before he'll do that, Phil Candari will come out and talk with Carlos Francisco. Cody Ash now goes from stretching to throwing in the bullpen. Conversation's pretty simple. Got to throw strikes. We need outs. And if you don't, we're going to go to Cody Ash. Francisco struck out the first batter he faced in Joe Lampe. All of a sudden the Phils were maybe in a position to get out of the inning, but Cody Huff with the 2-run home run. It flipped this game to Akron's favor, and then a walk to Tolentino. So runner at first and 2 outs, and Yordas Valdez at the plate. Now batting left-handed for the first time. And takes the first pitch over for a called strike. I believe, nope, ball low ball 1. Valdez 1 for 3 on the day. That one's there for a strike.
MLB draft just getting underway, and the Cleveland Guardians are on the clock, so potentially a future Akron RubberDucks soon to be picked.
1 ball and 1 strike now to Valdez. Swing and a miss. One ball and 2 strikes now to Yordas Valdez. This one fouled out of play, stays alive. A pinch hitter in the on-deck circle for the Ducks. Gabriel Rodriguez is due up next.
Diane Frias.
There's a pitch, a throw down to second on the steal attempt, and they'll throw him out. Tolentino gunned out by Caleb Ricketts. And that finally brings the 7th inning to a conclusion. But the Ducks do a lot of damage. They put 5 runs across. They did it on 4 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on base. 7th inning stretch time in Baseball Town. It's now Akron 5, Reading 4.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Welcome to Aspire Memory Support at the Highlands of Wyomissing, where every day is filled with purpose and connection. Our innovative approach featuring the Hearthstone Institute's renowned I'm Still Here program ensures that every resident living with Alzheimer's or dementia experiences a life worth living. With evidence-based techniques and personalized care, we focus on meaningful engagement to reduce common symptoms like agitation and anxiety. Join us in celebrating the person behind the memory loss with activities tailored to their unique interests and abilities. Discover the difference with Aspire Memory Support at the Highlands at Wyomissing. Call us today and embrace a renewed sense of purpose for your loved one.
Bottom half of the 7th inning brought to you by Swartz Culleton PC. Have you or a loved one been injured? Get justice. Call Swartz Culleton today at 1-800-JUSTICE. Well, Akron flipped the script at the top of the 7th. See if the Fightin' Phils can flip it back in their favor as they come to the plate here in the 7th. Baron Radcliffe, Trevor Schwecke, Ethan Wilson, 7, 8, and 9 in Al Patrique's lineup, due up here for the Fightins in the 7th inning. Radcliffe 0 for 2. He's hit 2 ground balls right at the second baseman, Yordas Valdez. Cody Ash continues to warm up in the Fightins bullpen. Jack Leftwich's first pitch, there for a strike. This one driven into right field and deep and turn and say goodbye, and we're tied. Baron Radcliffe clears the train sign in right field for a towering home run. And then quickly the Fightin' Phils have tied it up at 5. Fifth home run of the season for Radcliffe, his 7th RBI. And that'll bring Trevor Schwecke to the plate. Schwecke singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2 on today. Little check swing looper down the first base line, and it's just foul as it lands in the Fightins bullpen. Schwecke tried to hold up his swing, but it hit the bat and almost turned into extra bases down that line, but instead it's a foul ball. Schwecke back in the batter's box to the right-hand side. Leftwich winds and delivers. It's up high. It's 1-1. So a brand new ball game here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 5 runs on 8 hits for the Ducks. 5 runs on 7 hits for the Fightins. 1-1 pitch. There for strike 2. That's way outside. Schwecke looks at it. It's 2-2. And that's just outside again. It's 3-2 now to Trevor Schwecke. And that's ball 4. So Schwecke now, the leadoff, the walk is now the go-ahead run at first base.
Hot Dogs walk into your dream home with realtor Stephanie Young. Right fielder Ethan Wilson.
First walk surrendered by Leftwich, who came on to get the final out of the 6th inning. That'll bring Ethan Wilson to the plate. Wilson 0 for 2 with a couple infield groundouts. First pitch lifts this one into right field shallow. Blanes will come in for this one and wait for it to come down for out number 1. So the top of the lineup now, and Cade Fergus to the plate. Fergus has had a rough night at the plate, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Never really seemed to figure out Tommy Mace. Maybe he'll have a better success against Jack Leftwich. Now Schwecke takes his lead off of first with now 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, and a pickoff attempt gets Schwecke back without a problem. And with that, some stirring in the Akron bullpen. Pitch to Fergus, outside ball 1. Second pitch is there for a strike. And nobody throwing as of yet for Akron. Lots of guys wandering around. 1 ball and 1 strike to Cade Fergus. Right back through the middle, but the second baseman Valdez is there. He'll step on the bag, and the relay is in time for a double play. Well turned by Valdez. No, they're going to say he missed the bag at second. They're going to call the runner Schwecke safe at second. Valdez came across the bag, fielded the ground ball, then tried to go back and tag the bag and make the relay, but apparently missed the bag in the process. So Schwecke's safe at second. Fergus is out at first for 2 outs. So the inning's still alive for the Phils now with Robert Moore at the plate, who's 3 for 3 on the day. Scored a couple of runs, 2 singles and a 2-run home run his last time up. So the go-ahead run now at second for the Phils here in the bottom of the 7th. The first pitch to Moore is on the outside corner for a called strike 1.
So watching the replay, I think what happened was Tolentino basically threw the ball while his foot was in the air coming down on second base. So the foot never got down on the bag before he released the ball.
Swing and a miss by Robert Moore to high fastball. Now it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. So the Phils trying to take advantage of that with Schwecke at second. 2 down in the inning and an 0-2 count now on Robert Moore. Way up high, he lays off. Moore with his 8th home run. His 32nd and 33rd RBI. He's also stolen a couple of bases. 1-2 pitch. Lays off again, it's 2-2. Schwecke takes his lead off of second. Jack Leftwich from the stretch. Swing and a miss, D-right 3, and that will do it for the Phils here in the 7th. But They do get the tying run across. They do it on the solo home run from Baron Radcliffe. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. Through 7, we're tied 5-5, Akron and Reading.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Spanish and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. The Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays are presented by Catay Law Offices, Suburban Brewing Company, Carl's Cards and Collectibles, Humane Pennsylvania, Star City Boxing, and the American Diner. Fiesta Friday features special Los Luchadores Day Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at ourphils.com, or at the Customers Bank ticket office.
We head to the top half of the 8th inning. Brand new ball game at 5-5, and a brand new pitcher as well. The Alberta University Gold Wolves Cola bullpen will bring in the right-hander Connor Ash for the Fightin' Phils.
Connor Ash is in this top half of the 8th inning. Connor Ash is making his 20th appearance, 13th out of the bullpen, 0-3, a 2.92 ERA. 37 innings pitched, 34 strikeouts, 22 walks. First batter he gets is the pinch hitter. It's Diane Frias.
Actually, Frias about second. Big Valdez still up because Tolentino was thrown out stealing to end the inning. So it'll be Valdez, then Frias, and then the top of the order in Kafis for the Ducks. First pitch, lifted foul, out of play. Top half of the 8th inning, 5-5 our score. 5 runs on 8 hits for the Ducks, 5 runs on 7 for the Fightins. 0-1 Valdez. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch. The changeup had Valdez way out in front of it. He's 1 for 3 on the night with a single back in the 2nd inning. And this one back up the middle. Schwecke is there. The shortstop will make the throw to first base in plenty of time. And now, as we were supposed to do at the beginning of this 8th inning, I'll throw things over to my colleague in the broadcast booth, Jake Starr, to take us home.
Thank you very much, Bob. In this top half of the 8th inning, 5-5 score, 1 out in the frame. Look, it's been a long 6 weeks.
I'll get it. We've only 27 days and 41, 27 games and 41. You'd think you'd know the pattern by now, but
you just got so tired of me. You didn't want to hear me anymore.
Nah, that's not it at all.
So here's Diane Frias pinch hitting for Gabriel Rodriguez. First pitch from Connor Ash is a ball. It's 0-1. I thought Frias was leading off the inning. It's just, we're all over the place today.
There's too many changes at once. That was the problem. It's their fault.
Connor Ash, the pinch hitter.
It's their fault, not ours.
Here's the 1-0 home. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Really nice cutter from Connor Ash here against Frias. Who bats Rodriguez, who went 0 for 3 today. And assume it'll be a straight switch at third, too, because that's predominantly where Frias has played. Here's the 1-1, swung on line drive foul towards the R-Phils bullpen. Look how they just scatter.
They got caught napping early. I mean, they almost got beaned early on in the game. Now they're all up with, defensive posturing stances as if they're going to make the play.
Tristan Garnett down there just trucks one over. Here's the 1-2, and it is just inside of the curveball, 2-2. It was off, a little off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big spot here for Connor Ash, making his 2nd appearance since coming off the development list. Pitched in Friday night's ball game. And here's the pitch. Swinging a foul tip, squeezed by Ricketts. 2 outs in the inning. First strikeout for Connor Ash. And that'll bring C.J. Kafis up, looks like he's found his swing back after a couple of rough nights.
Yeah, for sure. You mentioned this. He struck out 4 times the other night. Just certainly didn't look like C.J. Kafis, but he has the last couple.
So 2 outs for Kafis in the top of the 8th. Connor Ash will wind and fire home. The first pitch is down. It's 1-0.
He's got 8 hits in this series, and he's hit for the cycle in this series as well.
Kafis, who had a 3-run triple back in the 8th inning in Thursday night's ball game. 1-0. That's a cutter over for a strike, 1-1. Ash looking good so far.
Yeah, his job's clear. Put zeros on the scoreboard. Hope your team can get a run in the bottom of the 8th inning and put yourself in a position to win the ball game.
Here's the 1-1. In tight, almost got a piece of Kafis. It's 1-2.
It's like Daniel Harper's tossing the ball against the wall down there, so potentially he's going to start getting loose up for the 9th inning.
We're saying there's anyone who probably needs a little bit of work, it's probably Harper heading into the All-Star break this week. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a foul ball, 2-2. In and out of the mid of Ricketts. Ultimately, it doesn't matter because there was only 1 strike. Daniel Harper, who last pitched in Wednesday night's ball game, went an inning and 2/3, which was a season high for him, at least here with Double-A Reading. 2-2, 2 outs, 5-5 our score. Ash fires the Kafis. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Couple of strikeouts in the inning for Connor Ash, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Fightin' Phil's right-handed pitcher. We will go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-5 our score. Fightin' Phil's looking to take the lead.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phil's, 2 great hometown partners.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Bottom half of the 8th inning brings in a new pitcher out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen for the RubberDucks. It's Mason Hickman, who is in for Akron. It's just his 2nd appearance with the RubberDucks. Won an inning the other night, 2 hits and a run, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .500 against Hickman. It'll be Caleb Ricketts to lead off, and while he steps in, let's take a look at our Fightin' Phil's team leader, presented by OPS Security Group. Join the winning team at OPS Security Group. Protecting community starts with you. Visit OPSSecurityGroup.com to apply. Team leader on base percentage. Current batter in Caleb Ricketts at .385. Hickman's first pitch is swung on and a line drive right center field. It's down for a base hit. Helping the center fielder, races over to scoop it up. And it's a leadoff single for Caleb Ricketts, and that'll bring Otto Kemp to the plate.
Third baseman, Otto Kemp.
So Otto Kemp digs in from the right side. He's already had himself a productive day. Hit a 2-run home run back in the first that got the scoring starting. And it's a righty-on-righty matchup here with Hickman on the mound. First pitch. Kemp will take it outside. It's 1 ball, no strike to Otto Kemp. 1 for 3 in tonight's ball game. And it's a 5-5 game in the bottom of the 8th. Hickman set at the belt, fires home. Kemp swings, soft pick ground ball 3rd. Rodriguez fields, flips to 2nd for 1. Relay to 1st is in time. 5-4-3 double play. Very late call by Charlie Welling at 1st. And I think Carl Ellison is going to give him his thoughts on it. Also, I think I said Rodriguez. That should be Frias at 3rd. It is.
It is. You are correct. And Otto Kemp not happy, and You really normally see Carl Ellison doing a whole lot of arguing, but he was on that one.
I mean, he had a front row seat at it.
He did.
So here's Carson Taylor with 2 outs in the inning. Hickman fires the 1-0, and Taylor will take it inside. Now it's 1 ball and no strike. Taylor 1 for 3 in tonight's game. Single, ground out, and a pop out. Here's the 1-0. He will take it to the knees for a strike. It's 1-1. Taylor, who's swinging a hot bat this week. Here's the 1-1. He swings and misses. It's ball and 2 strikes now to Carson Taylor. 6 for 15 this week. 3 runs scored, double homer, 3 RBIs, walked 3 times. Get the strikeout. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to pitch. That's down. It's 2-2 to Carson Taylor. Leads the team in home runs with 11. Has a team high 58 RBI, a mark that ranks amongst the leaders in the Eastern League. He's second with 58, trails by just 1 the leader, who is 59. It's a 5-5 ball game in the bottom of the 8th. Taylor's looking to give Reading the lead. The pitch swings and grounds it foul towards the bullpen. Said bullpen where Daniel Harper continues to throw. So it looks like he'll get the 9th no matter what. Taylor looking to make it a save situation. Hickman's ready at the belt. Fires home. Swinging a foul ball. So the count will stay 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carson Taylor. Taylor, in his first year in the Phillies organization, was a minor league Rule 5 draft pick this offseason from the Dodgers. And it's a 2-2 count. The pitch swung on, ground ball towards the middle. Over Tolentino. Shortstop fields it, throws on the first in time. And Tolentino's impressive defensive display this week continues. And that ends the inning in the 8th. No runs for Reading. They did have 1 hit. There were no errors, and no one is left on base for the R-Phils. We are through 8. We'll head to the 9th. 5-5 our score here on the R-Phils Radio Network.
Star City Boxing, located at 1340 Center Avenue Rear in Reading, is a 501c3 nonprofit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is to not only help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. Visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2024 R-Phils Fiesta Friday partner.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Top half of the 9th inning, and tonight's attendance at FirstEnergy Stadium is 5,390. Thanks to our friends at PSECU for presenting tonight's attendance. PSECU is proud to be one of the largest credit unions in Pennsylvania. 5-5 game, top 9. It's Daniel Harper looking to keep it that way.
Making his 5th appearance since his call-up from Jersey Shore. No record, but a 6.23 earned run average. 4 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 strikeouts, no walks.
Petey Halpin will be the first batter he faces, and the first pitch home is swung on and missed 0-1. Fastball at 96 from Daniel Harper. Making, just as Bob said, his 5th appearance with the Fightin' Phils. Was called up the last week of June to Reading. Went an inning and 2/3 on Wednesday night's ball game. Couple of hits and earned run, which came on a home run. No walks, no strikeouts. Here's the 0-1 home, and it's swung on and missed 0-2 from Harper.
Well, Halpin's got one idea in his mind, and that's to untie this game. He's taking 2 very healthy cuts.
There's a long bus ride ahead, so Akron doesn't want to play extras. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, ground ball, serve foul down the left field line. It stays 0-2.
Very much of a different swing there for Halpin. That time he's just trying to slap it down the third baseline, try to get himself on board.
So 0-2 the count remains to Petey Halpin. He's 0 for 3 today. Did reach and score thanks to a wild pitch strikeout last time. The 0-2 swung on, and that's a line drive foul into the Phillies bullpen. And someone is holding a rather long pole, tried to take a swing at it. I think that's Tommy McCollum. It is.
Yeah, he was walking around with that thing before the game.
I assume it's something, some mechanism used to
Think
stretch.
he's like trying to become a sorcerer or something?
I don't even know what that means. No balls, 2 strikes to count to Petey Halpin. Harper comes ready at the letters against the lefty Halpin. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball up to 98 from Daniel Harper. 1 out of the inning, and Planez is the batter. That's the first strikeout for Harper since his Double-A debut on June the 28th. His 4th overall. He's yet to walk a batter. So Planez digs in from the right side. Slightly open stance for him. Fergus, the center fielder, a late adjustment, playing him pretty much straight away. The first pitch of ball, it's 1-0. Reading took a 4-0 lead thanks to a couple of 2-run shots. 1 from Kemp, 1 from Moore. Akron, though, scored 5 in the top of the 7th to take a 5-4 lead at the time. The 1-0 was swung on a miss, 97-mile-an-hour fastball. It's 1-1. Reading, though, then tied the game in the bottom of the 7th. Baron Radcliffe hit his 5th home run of the season. Here's the 1-1 to Planez. Swings and he fouls it back. It's 1-2. Very much behind that fastball. That one at 94 from Daniel Harper. Daniel Harper played his college ball at Kentucky. And it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Planez, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. It's been fastball after fastball from Daniel Harper, and Akron cannot catch up to the heat. 2 gone in the inning for Aaron Bracho. It's also 4 straight Ducks retired by strikeouts dating back to Ash last inning.
It's actually 6 out of the last 7 going back to the strikeout that Halpin by Contreras that got away from Ricketts and actually helped add to that inning for Akron.
So 2 outs for Bracho. First pitch home. It's swung on and it's fouled straight back. It's 0-1. That's another fastball. That one at 98. Bracho's 1 for 4 in this ball game. Hit a 2-run double in his last at bat off of Carlos Francisco. Here's the 0-1. It's swung on and missed 0-2. Fastball eye high. Looks good, but can't catch up to it. Way up there. And now Daniel Harper is looking to strike out the side. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 9th, tie game. Harper ready at the letters. The 0-2, swung on, lifted in the air towards the left side, but it's foul. They'll stay 0-2.
Bracho seems to be a bit vulnerable to chasing after some pitches up high. You got him 0-2.
Why not go fastball right at the shoulder?
Eye high. Make him chase one out of the zone.
0-2 again with 2 outs. Harper fires. Bit down, goes to a cutter that time, 88.
Maybe if nothing else, you change his eye level now. You got him, you go down with 1 and now back up high.
Very well could be a setup pitch. Just the second ball Harper has thrown this inning. 1-2, the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back, and just hits the top of the netting behind home plate, and it stays a ball and 2 strikes.
They were up high again. It was probably out of the zone a bit, and Bracho chased it. He's done that on several pitches today. He's chased pitches out of the zone. Swung at 1 his last time up. It was hit him in the head, and he swung at it.
1-2. Harper will fire. Swing and a foul tip, and it bounces out of Ricketts' glove. So it'll stay 1-2. Another fastball at 98 from Harper. Boy, does he have some adrenaline right now.
Yep. And again, with Osterberg, you're seeing pitches in the 90-91 range for the first 6 innings. But nobody else has thrown as hard as Harper, so it's coming out a lot faster if you're an Akron hitter.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on and served down the line, foul and right. Stays 1-2. Noah Skiro's throwing. He did 2 2/3 innings on Thursday. So gotta think that is, if this game gets to extra, someone who can give you some length. But hopefully it doesn't get there because Reading would win. Here's the 1-2. Swing and another foul ball.
Bracho's making it hard for him. He's trying to mix the cutter down low and the fastball up high, but Bracho just keeps getting a piece of it.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Harper ready at the letters. The 1-2. Swung on, hit in the air well towards right center field. Wilson goes back, he'll turn, and it is gone. Off the roof of the Redners Event Center. 405 feet, 102 off the bat. And Aaron Bracho gives the Ducks the lead with his 4th home run of the season.
Well, as we were saying, cutter down low, fastball up high. That was fastball right down the middle. And Bracho did not miss it.
And ultimately just ended up timing up the fastball, saw it so many times. And all he had to do was really get the bat on the ball, and it was going to go a long way. So Joe Lampe, 6-5 game now, Akron on top. First pitch to him is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Joe Lampe is 0 for 4 in tonight's ball game. 1-0 is swung on, hit in the air, out towards right. Not deep, was in on the hands. Wilson starts in, and the right fielder drifts back, and he'll make the catch. And that will retire the side in the 9th. But Akron takes the lead. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors, and no men are left on base. We'll go to the 9th. Akron 6, Reading 5. It's rally time for the Fightin' Phils after this on the Our Phils Radio Network.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org. Click Local Coalitions.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job. Everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Bottom of the 9th inning, 6-5 our score. Akron's on top. 6-7-8 due up for Reading, and it'll be Bradley Hanner on for Akron to try and get the save.
Making his team high now 27th appearance of the season. He is 7-2 with a 2.70 earned run average. He is trying for his 3rd save in 5 opportunities. 36 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 28 hits, 36 strikeouts, 16 walks. He's also surrendered 3 home runs.
Well, that's of note. Got some power hitters leading off. Josh Bro, then Baron Ratcliffe, and Trevor Schwecky's in the hole. So Josh Bro, the first to face Hanner. Pitched once this week on Thursday, 2 innings. Got a hold, 1 hit, no runs, a walk and 2 strikeouts. So Josh Bro will dig in for the right side against Hanner. And the first pitch home. Bro will take it inside for a strike. It's 0-1. Bro 0 for 3, a strikeout, fly out, and a pop out in tonight's ball game. 0-1, and he swings at a curveball in tight. It's 0-2 as he fouls it. Josh Breaux, in this his 8th game with Reading, does have 3 home runs, 8 RBI. As Hanner, the tall righty, comes set from the first base side. Here is the 0-2. And Breaux takes it just outside for a ball. It's 1-2.
If you say so, Jake.
Maybe a little out, maybe a little up.
A little bit up.
One, two. Breaux takes that one, is very much outside. Undisputed, 2-2. Noah Skiro continues the throw in the Phillies bullpen should this game get to the 10th inning. 2-2. Breaux swings, ground ball, foul towards third. Al Patrique, the third base coach and manager, will scoop it up and flip it towards a lucky fan in the front row. Even stance in the right-handed batter's box for Josh Breaux. Reading trails by 1 in the 9th. Hanner sets at the letters, fires home. Breaux swings, that is a fair ball down the left field line, rolling towards the corner. Lampy gets to it off the wall. Breaux goes into second base with a slide, and it's a leadoff double for Josh Breaux, and the Fightins are in business. That'll bring Baron Ratcliffe to the plate. Ratcliffe already a home run in tonight's game. He tied the game back in the 7th. And he's one swing of the way away from giving Reading a victory. We'll get a mound visit here.
Yeah, I'm sure this has as much to do with defense as anything else. Again, tying run is on the base paths.
Let's think of your Ratcliffe. A home run's great. A single, if deep enough, ties it. And if it's not hit too hard, with Josh Breaux on second. Wonder if they would think about pinch running Kendall Simmons for Breaux. Al Patrique is saying, get out there, Kendall, and there it is. So
he's waving. He's waiting for somebody to come. There's only a couple options on that Fightin' Phil's bench.
It's Arturo De Freitas and Kendall Simmons, and you're not running with a backup catcher, especially if you're pulling a catcher.
Correct. So Breaux, the DH, is out, and if it would flip around that far into the extra innings, Simmons would just stay in it more likely as a DH.
Makes it easy.
Yep.
Defense-wise, but why not win it here?
Well, yeah. Let's not think that far ahead.
Baron Ratcliffe is the batter with no outs. First pitch to him. He will take it outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Ratcliffe 1 for 3 in tonight's ball game. Couple of ground balls the second, and that home run in the 7th. That tied the game at the time. 0-1. Ratcliffe takes down and in, 1-1. Now Simmons on outfield. Right fielder Plana is pretty deep. Center field Halpin. Left fielder Lampy especially is very shallow. Halpin's pretty straight up, maybe a step or two in from usual. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Ratcliffe swings and fouls it. It's 1-2. Ratcliffe, 5 home runs this season. Number 6 would give Reading a win. And send everyone home happy and into the All-Star break. Kendall Simmons leads off second. There's no outs in the bottom of the 9th. After Josh Breaux led the inning off with a double, and he was replaced by Simmons, the pinch runner. Bradley Hanner comes set at the letters. The 1-2. Ratcliffe takes just outside. It's 2-2. Really disciplined take from Ratcliffe. Evens the count. Simmons gets his lead. I'm sure at this point there's no threat of a steal with Kendall Simmons out there. 2-2 the count to Ratcliffe. Pitch clock was running down. I think they wanted to restart it anyway. 2-2 count to Ratcliffe. Already a home run tonight. Here's the 2-2. Radcliffe swings, hits it in the air, towards left field. Lampy goes back, he turns, it's off the wall. Simmons around third. The throw is to the cutoff man. They go to second, and the Fightins tied on an RBI double from Baron Radcliffe. Pumps the fist at second base, it's 6-6.
And a mistake there by Joe Lampy because he threw the ball to third base. They had no shot of getting Kendall Simmons at home, and he should have made the throw to second where they may have had a real shot at Radcliffe, or at least maybe held Radcliffe to a single. But instead, by throwing it to third, Radcliffe makes it to second easily. Now he's the go-ahead run.
So Trevor Schwecke will dig in. Another long conversation here between the catcher Huff and the pitcher Hanner. Baron Radcliffe, what a day he is having. Ties the game twice, Baron Radcliffe does. Number 22 ties the game a couple of times. And now Trevor Schwecke will look to be the hero tonight. We'll dig in from the right side. Still no outs in the inning. Fightin' Phil's looking for a dramatic come from behind victory. First pitch, Schwecke swings, fouls it, it's 0-1. Six ball game, bottom of the ninth. Fightin' Phil's and the RubberDucks. Radcliffe out second. 0-1 to Schwecke. Swings and misses, it's 0-2. To the count to Schwecke. Here's the pitch, swung on, ground ball foul. Trevor Schwecke today is 1 for 2. He singled and scored back in the 5th. Another single could win it for the Fightin' Phils. Here's the pitch, outside for a ball. And it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, bottom of the ninth. Trevor Schwecke looking to be the hero. Reading has 1 walk-off victory this season. May the 8th against Hartford from Robert Moore. The 1-2 almost hit Schwecke, it's 2-2. Robert Moore worked a bases-loaded walk in that May 8th game for Reading's only walk-off of the season. Schwecke's looking to make it another one. 2-2. Radcliffe leads off second. The pitch. Swung on, flare down the right field line, racing over is Planes. It'll be out of his reach, foul. And it stays 2-2. Schwecke has been one of Reading's best with runners in scoring position this season. A .292 hitter. He's got 24 RBI. Radcliffe's number 25, and that would win the game. 2-2. Schwecke swings, a flare towards shallow right field. It's down for a base hit. Radcliffe will get stopped at third as it was shallow. And it was a good throw home from Planes. And now it's men on the corners for Ethan Wilson.
Right fielder Ethan Wilson.
Infield's up. They have to come up for Akron, and we'll get a mound visit here from Michael Poole, the assistant pitching coach. So here's the situation, 6-6, bottom 9. Schwecke on first, Radcliffe on third. Basically, something in play from Wilson, something in the air should win it. Obviously, a ground ball to an infielder in would probably keep Radcliffe at third. Very long mound visit here. Brian DeBrouwer has been in the huddle for about 20 seconds. I don't think Michael Poole cares. Sure, there was a bit of a conversation about defense. I'm sure part of the conversation was about how you want to pitch Wilson here. Ethan Wilson's 0 for 3 today, but he's looking for a big moment here. The infield's up. Right side is straight up. Tolentino, the shortstop's towards the bag. Frias close to the bag at third. Huge gap on the left side. First pitch. Wilson will take it down 1-0. Ethan Wilson, a year ago this weekend, hit a walk-off home run to end the series against Portland. He's looking to be the hero again. 1-0. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. There'll be no throw. Should be a stolen base. If it is, unless it's defensive indifference. But if it's a stolen base, second of the day for Schwecke, and number 11 on the season. Of course, Schwecke doesn't matter. Ratcliffe's the winning run. 1-1. Almost hit Wilson. It's 2-1. And it actually does go down as defensive indifference. So even though it was first and third, because that run does not matter for the outcome of this game, it goes down as defensive indifference. Hitters count for Wilson 2-1. Hanner fires. Wilson swings. Fly ball. Deep center field. Back goes Halpin. It's over his head. And the Fightin Phils walk it off. Ratcliffe scores. 7-6 the final. Reading takes game 6. And they're victorious on a Sunday evening in Baseball Town. Ethan Wilson plays hero again. Ice bath in shallow center field. And for the second year in a row on this weekend, Ethan Wilson is the hero, walks it off. Fightin Phils win it in the 9th. What a game and what a last 2 nights here in Baseball Town. You drop the first 4 and you're just looking for something, some kind of momentum heading into the All-Star break. And you get a 1-0 shutout win last night, and you get a come from behind victory tonight, capped off by some heroics from Baron Ratcliffe. And then finally the icing on the cake is a walk-off from Ethan Wilson. It goes down as a walk-off single, and a win for the Reading Fightin Phils on this Sunday evening. What a game, what a night, and what a way to finish the series. Ultimately, Reading falls 2 games to 4 in the series, but you win the last 2, and there'll be a lot of happy faces heading into the clubhouse and heading into the All-Star break this week. So Reading gets the win, 7 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Akron the loss, 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. Daniel Harper the win, he's 1-0, and the loss goes to Hanner. He is 7-3, and that is how this one comes to an end in Baseball Town on this Sunday. It's the All-Star break. Reading with some momentum heading into it. 4 days off, and then is a trip to Portland for the Fightin Phils for a 3-game series, 9-game homestand, or road trip, for Reading. Portland for 3, New Hampshire for 6. We'll have the call from Portland on Friday night, 6:20 first pitch. We will hit the air at 6 o'clock for the Fightin Phils and the Sea Dogs. Ethan Wilson and Baron Ratcliffe. 2 guys, know it's been a rough go for them this year, but they ultimately find themselves some momentum and some magic late here. Reading wins it 7-6, finishes the series strong against the RubberDucks. And that is all she wrote. For Bob McCool, I'm Jake Starr signing off here on the Reading Fightin Phils